The Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
I go into her room, and there are panties on the floor.
Oh, you're getting creepy.
I had to pick up the panties and put them on.
I can't believe he said that. You know something.
Opie and Anthony.
Catch shovel baseball. Oh, nice. Whoa,
that was
hey,
bad.
hey.
I didn't hit him hard enough.
Oh. Opie and Anthony.
Terry Schiavo, I loved you in The Grudge. Will you be doing more voiceover work?
This is the worst show This is the worst show I've ever been on.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Running palaver free now, I guess.
I believe so, yes. Good morning.
Hi.
It's Opie and Anthony. Jim Norton. Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Phone number 877-212-O&A.
It's such an easy phone number. Isn't it?
Finally.
Used to be a bunch of numbers.
We're actually trying to figure crap out around here. Make the number easier.
Yeah, figure it all out. Not cursing thing, everything.
I didn't curse. It was close.
I know, that was close. So you can get away with short selling the S word.
Yeah.
The F word never gets short sold. The second you try it, it just once you work yourself past the U, you're done.
I don't know what happened on vacation.
Well, you cursed a lot, I guess.
I think the Philly crew rubbed off on me because now I just want to curse all the time. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday, yes, of course. We'll get into that a little later. What else is it today? Oh, no. Cat Noise Wednesday, possibly?
No.
Butt Rub Wednesday. I think those two are losing steam.
Yeah.
Both of those losing steam. They're ready to go away and be replaced with something new.
Well, obviously, you got to replace them with something new because I think the only people that were rubbing butts were Jimmy and E-Rock.
Yeah.
I don't really want to see that anymore. Like I wanted to at some point.
It's getting old.
But it was kind of hot at one point, though. Cause I got to tell you,
what? It was what?
It was something sexy about it, and it's not even gay, but his ass is just warm.
Oh, okay.
All right. It is cold in the morning. It's also Can't Say That Wednesday.
Can't say that Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll get one or two callers.
All right, and you're like, hey,
you can't say that.
Hey, love our days of the week.
It's better than taking fake phone calls.
Ooh.
That was fun yesterday, wasn't it?
Oh.
Exposing Howie.
I listened to the replay.
For
taking
a lot of fake phone calls over the years to get his phones to ring. Oh, my God. Half his really outrageous phone calls were fake.
Yeah, they come from a service.
Anyway, speaking of phone calls, Anthony, let's start with Doom and Gloom.
Doom and Gloom.
Super Agent Bob Eatman.
This is such a fun job. It is. You come in, you get to talk with your pals for a while. And besides the time on the air, everything else sucks about this job.
And a lot of people, they think we have the best job in the world. And
it is.
For the most part, we do.
When you're hearing us, it is absolutely there is not a better job when you are hearing our voices through whatever bits of technology you're using to capture this show.
But just like your job, there's always somebody around to just wreck it and take whatever little fun there is in your job away. Even in radio, they take most of the fun away.
So even when we get in here, 5 o'clock, talking before the show, it's still fun. Hanging out in the office with the boys, get to make some jokes off the air so we can, get into some stuff we can't do on the air. We do that privately in the office. And then 6 o'clock is showtime. And we have fun. And then by 11:30, sometimes, 11:45, whatever, the show's over. And let the hell begin. That is what is left of this job. Meetings.
It's a Congo line of meetings.
Just meetings
of
people that are just like angry about something.
Yeah.
Something, whatever. You're doing something that's just pissing someone off.
Sales meetings.
Oh, meetings.
Meetings.
So yesterday, we had
meetings with corporates.
It was a quick Steve walking meeting. I call them walking meetings because he's got to babble out what he's got written on his sheet before we walk out of the studio. We start slowly walking as he's talking. We don't take Steve meetings seriously.
And the panic sets in with Steve because he knows he has from this studio to the elevator.
Oh, my goodness. I have seconds.
Well, Steve's
guys, we've been pitched a guest. Guys, there's a sales pitch. Guys, is this good time for you to, where did they go?
Well, I guess sales is pissed off at us here in New York because they turned our programming meeting into a sales meeting.
Yeah. We decided at some point that we were going to take a day of the week, and after the show, we were going to sit in the office, again, with no brass, no bull crap, just the guys involved with the show.
Be careful with what you're about to say, because a lot of our listeners might drive off the road when they hear what you're about to say. They might fall down, actually, as they get ready for work.
I know.
But this was our logic. Strap in.
We were going to get everybody together from the show, just the show staff, go into the office and talk about what we can do on the show. Show prep. Kind of just bad ideas around. Oh, my God, wait a minute. I hear cars screeching and hitting trees and poles.
We decided after being back on radio for 3 years that it might be a good idea to do a little show prepping once a week. Mind you.
After the show, just to knock around some ideas. If someone has an idea that isn't quite gelled, you hang out with the rest of the guys, we start talking about it, and we get an idea, and it's like, hey, let's work on that. Let's get that working. So that's what this turned or started out as. In a matter of a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It turned into one salesperson coming in.
It was brought to our attention. Steve goes, do you mind if Will, stops into the meeting just to give you a little idea of what's going on in sales? Like,
right.
Sure, no problem. And at the time, it was no problem.
Yeah.
Fast forward a mere few months, we have a freaking line of salespeople in our office once a week ready to just rattle off a million things.
And that's what this meeting that was supposed to be us talking about the show and getting show prep done, it turned into sales pitches.
Yeah.
They come in and go, we have such and such a sponsor. They want involvement in the show. Is there a way we can fit this in? Can you guys do an appearance here and it'll be sponsored by this and that? So then we sit there and go, I got to get out of here.
Right.
And we leave without having discussed anything creative about the program.
So our creative meeting turned into a sales meeting.
Turned into a goddamn a sales meeting.
So now that we're back from vacation, we're readjusting here, and we said, no more sales meetings.
No more.
So now they're mad at us.
They're mad.
And then Tracy, the PD here in New York, is mad.
Tracy's mad because we can't find time for Tracy.
She wants to meet with us, and I'm like, look, it's a tough week, which it truly is.
My brother's stuff going on.
My brother's getting married Sunday. The owner of F.H. Riley's.
Of course.
Of Huntington Village there, 400 New York Avenue. He's getting married Sunday.
They have very good cheesecake.
They sure do,
God.
Jimmy. My sister makes that cheesecake.
Did you shove it in your face?
I took the fork. I didn't even put it in the cheesecake. I scooped it under it and just opened and went, yeah, fantastic.
Isn't it great?
So she's mad because I wrote back, it's a tough week. I don't know if we can meet. And then we found, we're going to squeeze in a 10-minute meeting in between shows today.
Yeah, we were trying to
and she was insulted. She's like, every week's a tough week for everybody.
Yes.
So then I went, all right, now you challenged me, and I love a challenge. So then I emailed her back our entire schedule where there's meetings every effing day, even though I said this is
every day.
This is a week where I got to leave right away because I got a lot of things to do for my brother's wedding. I got tuxes to fit into. I got haircuts that need to be done.
Everyone knows pre-wedding stuff is ridiculous.
I got a rehearsal dinner tomorrow night, so I got to leave immediately after the show. And so then I had to write back to her, look, I wouldn't just say it's a tough week. Here's my schedule, our schedule. Okay?
We're not
And then next
lying about time. What do you think? We go tra-la-la skipping through the streets after the show?
Right.
It's meeting after meeting, and then if we don't have time for a meeting, we don't have time.
Right, we're going to Philly next week, so that's a whole thing with a lot of meetings involved with that.
And that's great. If I got to stay in New York City until 5 o'clock, rush hour, and drive home so I can go to bed miserable and wake up miserable.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stay here until 5 p.m.
And that's the key. In the end, it affects the show. 'Cause
Right.
we get miserable.
And the show is paramount.
By being weighed down by all these stupid meetings. Steve, we don't need you. We're just trashing the salespeople, and you don't need to defend them.
Steve.
They will filter everything through you, and then you will bring us the better ideas, and then we'll get back to them. That's what we do now.
Now that's how we run things.
That's right. And if anyone has a problem with that, they could talk to our agent, super agent, Bob Eatman.
Yes.
Mr. Doom and Gloom.
That's where this all comes around. I got a call from Bob.
Besides the meetings, we have to take lots of phone calls.
Lots of phone calls about meetings.
Every day we're pissing off maybe XM, or we're pissing off this sponsor, or we're pissing off someone here in New York. It's just a mess every day.
Yeah, something's going on that needs what I call fire control. There are people their job is to put out fires, not to get on the phone and yell at us for making the fires.
Right.
Our job is to make fires.
And
then they're firemen.
And we'll always make fires.
Right. That's our job. We're making fires.
And then you'll get a phone call from us where we'll make believe that, we didn't mean to do that. Oh, wow, I didn't realize this was going to cause a problem.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy. Who knew this would cause any kind of a problem?
So yesterday, after the Steve Walking meeting and the production we do, I drive home, and right when I get in the door, I got a hands full of mail and packages that were left at my front door, and the phone's ringing. So I look at who it is, and I see it's Bob, so I kind of drop everything and see what's up, because it's always some kind of huge bad news.
Yeah.
So I pick up the phone. I'm talking to Bob, and he was like, "How was your vacation?" We talked about a couple of other things, but very light.
Didn't he joke too? Like, look, this isn't doom and gloom.
Right before we hung up, he's like, "All right, well, take it easy. I'm coming into town at some point, so we'll get together." He's like, "See, no doom and gloom." I was like, "Well, thank you, Bob. Take it easy. I'll talk to you soon."
Right.
Click. Hang up. I sit down to start working on my computer, and the phone rings again, and I see it's Bob.
He couldn't help himself.
He couldn't help himself.
Hi, Anthony. I know I just called. It was... Oh, Jesus. I just called and said no doom and gloom, but oh, my God, did you talk to Eric Logan over at XM?
Yeah, Bob, we talked to him on the air.
Oh, gee, I'm so sorry. There's a problem with Fox News and the stinger you're using. The stinger.
Yeah, Bob, I know. We talked it out on the air with Eric. Today on the air.
Yeah.
We talked about.
Yes, but I have a message on my machine. Oh my God, it's tragic. It's such an angry message. I think there's big trouble here. This could be big trouble. There could be monetary damages in there.
There's a trouble brewing.
Didn't you get our email a week ago about this?
Bob, I didn't get an email.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no. I got the email. I sent an email. Did you not get one? Opie got the email a week ago. Why didn't anybody know about it?
And he's thinking, oh, my God, my hot wife's going to leave me
I'm like, Bob.
If my commission from the Opie and Anthony show doesn't continue coming in.
So,
oh, God.
Yeah. So here's what I said. I go, well, Bob, we talked to Eric Logan, and we pounded their little news stinger, their Fox News stinger. And
for the people that I don't know, Fox is threatening to sue us because we use their stupid stinger from time to time.
We use their stinger. The Fox News Alert stinger. Mm-hmm. We use it. And apparently they're mad at Fox for us using it. They got in touch with Logan. Logan apparently got in touch with us sometime last week. I was in nose deep in coconut drinks and casino chips last week, if I recall. I was not available for comment, so I didn't get any emails. So yesterday we just played the crap out of the sound clips. When we heard they wanted to sue us, we played the crap out of the sound clips because personally, and this was my argument, I would love if Fox News actually sued us for playing their stupid sound clip, because it would make news for the show. And when push came to shove, nothing would come of it. Nothing would come of it. They would keep yelling. Then when it made the news that Opie and Anthony are playing their stupid sound and they're suing us, it would be a great story. People would talk about it. And then the lawyers could talk and realize, okay, we won't play it anymore, and it would go away. The problem would be solved.
Did you just tear down a wall?
I just tore down a wall.
My God, man. Which one?
I think it was the 9th wall.
You got it right.
Yes. You tear down the 8th later. But that's pretty much what the deal was.
Yeah.
What I thought the deal should have been. Well, no, not with Bob.
Oh, yes, you don't understand. It could be monetary damage. I can't even say it.
And if you're claiming that you never got my email last week, they might come after me.
They could come after me.
God.
If I accept your statement that you would not play it anymore, that would implicate me, and I could then be brought into court and
I don't even
asked to testify that you were actually using the...
And let's be honest, I don't even like picking up the lunch tab for everybody.
If I accept this letter, Kate, it might let the people know that I know where Michael is. I
don't know. Doom and gloom, Bob.
And then Logan called me yesterday, and I was like, that was a problem yesterday when we kept playing the stinger. I didn't
over and over again.
And then I just passed the buck, which is perfect for you and I. I'm like, you better talk to Ann. That's all Ann on that one.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, I didn't know.
I went through Bob, and then Bob, I guess, called up Erica Logan again, and then he called me again, and it's like,
all right, I talked to Eric. He's pretty upset about this, a little mad about it, but I talked to him. I think everything's going to be okay. I sent a prayer card, but you gotta, Anthony, you gotta promise me something. Promise me you won't play that sound clip again.
Your Bob.
I'm so sorry.
Your Bob thing is very accurate. But let's be honest with each other here. I mean, he's been our agent for 10 years. We've kind of put him through hell and back.
Of course we have.
And he's out there in L.A., so you got to think he wakes up every morning and just, Googles our names, hoping.
Yeah.
Probably throws Opie and Anthony in Google and then hits, enter or send whatever. And then,
what's going to come up?
Closes his eyes, and then it opens and goes, okay, all right.
Get someone at the office to just tell him, please, somebody just read this and tell me if I'm in trouble.
Any news alerts on Opie and Anthony?
Oh,
okay. All right, good.
Doom and gloom, Bob. He should dress like an undertaker and just walk around. Oh, jeez. I can't believe it. So that was my early evening, was dealing with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because Fox News is mad.
Over a dumb stinger.
Over a stupid sound. I'd love to see how things like that play out. So people don't want to see how that plays out. I think it'd be great.
Sometime this morning we'll play the stinger.
Yeah, screw 'em.
And guess what? We're going to turn off the lights. This is what we do today.
All right.
We're going to turn off the lights. Mm-hmm. Make it pitch dark in here.
Yeah.
The machine is over there.
Ooh.
And one of us is going to push the button.
It's going to hit it.
And then all hell's going to break loose later on today.
Yeah.
What are they going to fire the whole show? They got to fire the person that pushed the button. But if it's dark and we don't know who pushed the button, then guess what? We get away with another one. Then we get away with another one. That's what we do today. When you want to turn off the lights? 7:20. A lot of people.
7:20. At 7:20, we'll be shutting the lights, people.
7:20 is the big get on a morning show. So 7:20 will be the big bit where we turn off the lights and someone hits the Fox stinger.
Don't we have a like an announcement that we teased yesterday or something too? Jesus.
Lockdown.
We were in lockdown yesterday.
The lockdown thing. Yeah. Well,
we screwed that all up.
Would it be great
We
if
ran
we all-
out of time.
We all pointed to Eric and said that he pushed the button, and then Fox sued Eric personally for $4 million.
Oh, he'd have to give up his money he won in Lotto. I bet that's all gone, right? Is that gone already? It's invested. Wait a minute. What did you invest in? Because
some property.
Property.
Property?
You
You
bought
didn't win
land.
that
Are you
much
a
money?
are you a landowner?
He bought a McDonald's.
How much did you win?
Won 100,000.
All right, a lot of that
after taxes.
30,000 for taxes, more or less, right?
Yeah, about. So just a little bit over 70 I got to keep.
After your food bill.
No.
See, it's a food joke. It never ends.
You bought land in Florida?
Yeah.
From Eric Estrada? Did you buy some of that land?
He bought it from Ricky Roma. He said, you were on the board when this was drafted, right?
Hold on, we got a sweeper.
Oh.
We got a sweeper.
Right.
We got a sweeper.
It's the Opie and Anthony E-Rock Clock Watch.
Is E-Rock late again?
Maybe his battery died.
I hear traffic was awful.
What time did E-Rock get in today?
I like the snoring.
What time did E-Rock get in today? He got in at 5:12 and 36 seconds.
All right, only 12 minutes late.
12 and a half minutes late today. There you
That's
go.
that's like implying also that he's supposed to get here at 5 when we come in instead of
Wow.
beforehand to have some things set up for when we get in.
I believe most of the guys get here way before 5.
Yeah.
What time you get here, Than?
4:30.
4:30.
Yeah. So E-Rock is technically like 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
I don't know when this 5 o'clock thing started.
Do you know no one told anyone hours to come in? It just, like, the Than, I think, decided that 4:30 is a good time to have things ready for 5 when we come in, and then for the next hour, we can all go over some stuff. But did anyone ever tell E-Rock what time to come in?
E-Rock, why can't you come in at 5? That's all we ask.
Yeah,
That's
well,
all we ask.
5 is even,
Everyone
right
else
at the
gets in
limit.
around 4:30. You can't even get in 5 o'clock.
What's the problem, E-Rock?
No problem.
Oh,
problem. He's off. He's off. But no, you're late. There's a problem.
There's a problem.
You're already.
He just said he's trying to pull some Jedi mind crap on us. No problem.
It's one of the
he waved his hand. No problem.
It's one of the reasons why the rest of the guys don't like you. They're a little pissed off that you get to sleep in every day.
Yeah.
Well, if they stayed as long as I did, then...
Okay. So he's taking it out on the back end of the show. I got you.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And
Well,
Comment?
I've long had issues with Eric's time use. Just because you're here till a certain time does not necessarily mean you're working.
Oh, back
Oh,
to you,
no.
E-Rock.
Oh,
we got the
no.
U.S. Open happening right in the studio.
yes.
Yeah, 11:30 means, just go over to XM and then take off and go home.
Ooh. So you guys leave at 11:30?
No. It depends. For instance, yesterday I was here till 12:30, 12:45, interviewing new interns.
There you
All
go.
right. E-Rock, what were you doing at 12 o'clock?
12 o'clock, I was picking stuff over at XM, came back over here, loaded in more worst of and some other filler material into the system.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, he's great at making stuff sound like work.
All right, we got to take a break.
Oh, jeez, I love this stuff.
Yeah, well, we'll
And
get...
Sam came in smiling with the camera.
Of course. He's your wrestling pal, though. What happened? You're just doing your job. You guys bonded at SummerSlam.
Yeah, really bonded.
What was I going to say? Oh, man. I had a thought, but E-Rock. Whatever. It'll come up. All right, we got to take our first break. Phone number 877-212-ONA. Sometime today we'll finish up the the big announcements from vacation. We asked everybody from everyone on staff to write down something big that happened to them during their vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And still to go, we got 3. I told my girlfriend to get all of her crap out of my apartment.
Okay,
Who said that?
Somebody in here said that.
Someone wrote down I got engaged.
Somebody got engaged.
A lot of speculation about this one on the message boards.
Yes.
Very interesting. And finally, I called my mother I've been saying the word wrong.
Sociopath.
Thank you. And she walked out of the restaurant. So we're going to find out who wrote all these down sometime during the show today. Guaranteed. These will be answered today, okay?
Interesting, okay.
It's Opie and Anthony. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show, and we appreciate that. What's up, Chicago? You guys doing all right?
Well, before we went to break, the little Iraq thing.
Oh, what?
That was going on before we went to break.
Yeah.
It continues a little bit. Some people chimed in and said, "Does being on Pal Talk, watching the Ron and Fez show, mean he's working?" We have seen Iraq on Pal Talk during the Ron and Fez
nude?
show. No, not nude. He's what they call a jacker in the room.
Gotta love the Pal Talk.
Who?
Yeah. Her radio show sucks. No buzz whatsoever. And now she's on The View as well. Because, you know, she doesn't have to work on a radio show, I guess.
Yeah, no meetings for her over there.
Yeah, no kidding.
She's done and out of there.
She, debuted on The View yesterday and headlines all over the place because she decided to defend Michael Vick.
You know what somebody raised to me at some point? Somebody raised to me because I mentioned what had happened with us and how she hung up the phone and called back and talked off the air. And now she's taking it for it's like she got so much crap from black people after that Ted Danson thing.
Yeah.
That's probably why she's...
Well, explain that whole thing, Jimmy, because we went at it with her about the Imus thing.
She parodied many, many years ago. Everyone knows what happened with Ted Danson, where he went up in blackface. It was to address the racism they were facing, like, by dating.
Right.
Sarcastic. And she was with him. He was eating watermelon. But it was about, let's just diffuse this racism. So she got so much crap. So she started saying Imus should be fired. When he did what he said. So we had her on the show, and we had a nice interview with her. Like, how could you come out against that? Me as a comedian, it bothered. And I said, what about Ted Danson? I mean, and then she goes to her producer, hang up. And she had her producer disconnect the two shows. We were both live on the air when this happened. And we're like, I wasn't attacking her. I was really asking. I wasn't saying you suck or it was legitimate.
It's totally legitimate.
And we had a problem with her. We had just attacked her for no reason because that's what the show does.
Well, no reason.
I've been saying she didn't.
As far as a radio host, she's a hack, and we point out that she's an awful radio show.
But I'm saying she wasn't attacking us. We were just kind of having fun with it. And then she showed up at XM, and we all loved the fact that she just walked in.
We gave her respect for that, and she was a great guest on our show, and that's what she should do on radio, is be a guest on radio shows.
So we had fun with her.
Right.
And then so we interviewed her kind of on friendly terms when she called, and she hung up, and then she called back off the air.
And wanted to talk to us.
Yeah.
And said, I just didn't want to get into that. I didn't want to, that was many years ago. But it's like, it's very pertinent now. If you're saying a guy should be fired like Trent Lott.
Yeah.
And you did it. So whatever. So now she's on The View defending Michael Vick.
And I guess she feels like she has to step into Rosie O'Donnell's shoes and get controversial because that's what she
controversy.
Did. She got controversial yesterday. She made some kind of Asian dog joke yesterday.
Yeah.
That you're not allowed to do on radio anymore because the special interest groups will go after you.
Her big defense for him was the fact that he's raised in that culture. That was her big defense, was there is a culture in the South that dog fighting and killing dogs and doing what Michael Vick did is totally acceptable, so he can't really be blamed for it.
But it's not acceptable.
Which to me is ridiculous
against the law.
Because there's cultures in this society that also embrace gangs, drug culture.
The Klan, they're raised in
the
that culture.
Klan is a culture of hatred that's from the South, and that. So is she defending all of those things because she's defending Michael Vick just based on the fact that, hey, you people, and she was pretty much saying, without really saying it, you people just don't understand. See, you're white, and you're not raised in that atmosphere, and you don't know these people, so you don't understand. But there is a culture that does this, and you should just pretty much accept it. What?
If Michael Vick said he was dogfighting as a teenager or before he got into it's like people say, all right, you were raised that way, you did some stupid stuff, but after a while you have to go, you know what, I can't do this anymore.
Right.
And you stop doing it. There's drug cultures, so I guess you should never stop getting high. You should never stop selling dope.
Common sense steps in at some point, no matter what this culture you're raised in is. You do have something called free will and your own mind, common sense, whatever it is that you all of a sudden realize, hey, perhaps this isn't right. This could be wrong, what I'm doing here. And then, you move forward with that. But she was using it like, here's a grown man, and she's defending him like some kind of child who didn't know better because he was just raised like that.
Right.
Well, that's a defense for everything. That's a defense for Don Imus because, Don is no kid. I'm sure he was raised in a culture that threw around a lot worse language than that. Same thing, Jerry Lewis, we'll get into that too, was chastised for his use of...
And before we move on with the Imus thing, and he was raised in a culture where that was accepted on radio for many, many years.
Right.
To get a bit outrageous and say some crazy crap.
Yeah.
That was his culture.
That was his culture. He's known for it,
He
right.
was known for it, but he finally got caught, and he had to pay the consequence, which we still completely disagree with.
Yeah.
Well, what's the difference? Michael Vick was in this culture, but he finally got caught because it's illegal.
And also gambling, look, the bottom line is, if you're involved in some kind of a gambling thing in the NFL, you can't do it.
No.
It's like that is that referee's defense that he was raised in a culture of gambling? I don't know where he's from, but say he's from Brooklyn. Well, he grew up with guys in the corner, they all gamble. Is that an excuse for him from fixing games and gambling? No.
To Whoopi, it is. It would have to be, or else she'd be a hypocrite.
And by the way, Michael Vick is from, I believe, Virginia.
Yeah.
That's not the Deep South. It's the start of the South.
It's the start.
It's the start of the South. We have the Whoopi hang-up that Jimmy was just referring to a few minutes ago. Here it is. Why should radio show hosts that do a comedy show be held to higher standards?
Okay.
As like network news. Are you crazy?
Listen,
we should be able to say whatever the hell we want when we do our program.
Excuse me. God bless you. Now, I'm willing to listen to you, but you know what? If you're going to talk over me, I don't know who Cheryl Norton is, so I can't comment on what she does.
No, Cheryl Underwood, not Cheryl Norton. Cheryl Underwood.
Underwood. You're Norton.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez.
Hey, what about Ted Danson?
So I don't want to comment on her because I don't know what
I'm
she
having a
does.
conversation with
Whoopi, what about the Ted Danson incident? I mean, you guys caught, you were making a racial point. No. But I'm saying...
Oh,
Hang up.
See?
Because you said the Ted Danson thing.
Why would you
hang
up
up
on that?
And then she told us off air that she couldn't hear us, but she could hear Norton.
It was so
clear
obvious,
as day.
yeah.
Maybe, but the fact is, the way I even asked that, there was no. I even said you were making a racial point.
Yeah.
I knew what they were doing with Ted Danson.
Right.
It wasn't a racist. They were together.
Yeah, you weren't attacking her. You were kind of using it as an example of what she was doing. And
well, here's some quick clips from yesterday. Goldberg defending Michael Vick.
But the Michael Vick thing, since we're talking about dogs, there are all of these very, very strong opinions about it. And one of the things I haven't heard anybody say is, from his background, this is not an unusual thing for where he comes from. It's like cockfighting.
Part of the country he comes from.
It's like cockfighting in Puerto Rico. There are certain things that are indicative to certain parts of our country.
What part of the country is this?
He's from the Deep South, and dog fighting is a lot. There's a lot of it.
Torturing and dog murdering, though.
Well, that's part. Unfortunately, it's part of the thing.
It's part of
the thing
until you get caught.
God forbid a white person came out and said something like that. Holy Jesus, you would be crucified.
Why can't black people just say he's screwed up and he's got it? I don't understand why.
Because we are so separatist in this country between black and white. It's just the way it is. Black people will go to great lengths to defend other black people. Meanwhile, killing each other in record numbers. But for some reason, they will just defend whatever anybody does to the end, no matter what facts come out or anything like that. And white people will continue to insist that there's reverse racism, people are getting away with things. It's just we're pretty much doomed if we ever think we're going to live together in a nation of peace and prosperity, and everyone's going to get along. And we truly, and this is just the truth, we really don't understand each other very well. We don't. White people and black people don't have a great understanding of each other, regardless of why. I know there are plenty of reasons why. Slavery, oppression, bigotry. There's plenty of reasons, but we just don't. And I don't see it happening tomorrow. It's just an ugly situation.
Scott M. from Hauppauge, you heard it here first, folks. Whoopi is defending the KKK.
Yeah.
There's a culture.
It's a culture from the South that was raised. They do what they do. Well, what about the lynchings and the murderings? Well, that's part of it.
That's part of their culture.
That's part of it.
You just don't understand.
You don't just spread the word of white power and white supremacists. You have to kill people, and like the killing of the dogs, murdering of the dogs. See, that's just part of it.
That's just part of the culture.
Pretty much exactly what point she's making. Is she stupid?
She continues.
You're a dog lover.
Their culture for a long time.
For a lot of people, dogs are sport. It's not, and so I just thought it was interesting because it seemed like a light went off in his head when he realized that this was something that the entire country really didn't appreciate, didn't like.
Do you think he should not have been sentenced as he was because you say that it goes with the territory?
Well, I don't know if it goes with the territory, but I thought it was. If it had been somebody from New York City, my feelings would be very different.
What? I don't get what was he? What did she say?
He grew up in Guam. Where did he? Where was he? South America? It's the United States.
He saw Old Yeller just like I saw Old Yeller.
Right. Come on already. It's not Thailand.
I think someone may have brought it to his attention once before. Ralph Waldo Emerson, I think, said behind every action, the answer to every action is a thought.
That's true, but you know what? Sometimes.
I hate her too.
No, I don't think he did. I don't think he did because this, in the world that he comes from, it's not important. We have a different relationship to dogs and cats and things. It's like the Chinese. They have a different relationship to cats.
Some countries
they have and you and I would be really pissed if somebody ate Kitty. Are you saying?
I mean, look, to point out that there's a double standard with animals and stuff is valid. There is a double standard. You can kill this. Not even, you can't, whatever. But it's like when you're electrocuting and hanging dogs, stop it.
It's different.
Yeah,
drowning them?
Stop defending that as a part of it. Stop it.
All right, let's go to Atlanta. It's Clyde, everyone. Clyde, what's up?
Hey, man, how you doing?
All right.
I'm from Atlanta. I've never been to a dog fight. Michael Vick didn't grow up on little Granny's farm down here. They don't fight dogs down here. I've never seen a dog fight. I've been here 34 years. Well, she should just say, I forgive him, he's black.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was pretty much teetering on that, wasn't she?
Yeah, she acting like he grew up on Sambo's farm down here, and that stuff's not going on.
Well, I'm sure. Look, I'm sure that it's there aren't hillbillies that dog fight. I mean, but
sorry, Clyde, I'm distracted. I mean, good point. I got to move on immediately because Stephen S. from Bayshore, he writes, somebody would be really sick if they ate her kitty.
That's Dave.
Line of the day. It's over. The competition's over right there. All right. So there you go. Whoopi's first day in the View.
That's good. Well, she got a little controversy. That's always good for the show.
Yeah.
You think they discussed that beforehand? I wonder.
And Barbara Walters doesn't seem to like it. You know what? Barbara Walters is an uptight, cryptic dead body of a bitch, and she doesn't seem to like that controversy. She shied away from it with Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
She loses control of the show because she's not controversial. She's not. She's just an old hen who wants to sit there with a bad speech impediment with stroke mouth and pontificate. She's not controversial.
But the thing is, she's also got to understand, though, that between the time Rosie O'Donnell was off the show and yesterday, no one can remember one goddamn thing that happened on that show.
Right.
So, I don't know if maybe...
She doesn't. I don't think she understands that this is what's getting the ratings.
Right.
The controversy.
Yeah.
She enjoys the ratings, but she doesn't enjoy the controversy.
The controversy. Well, that sounds familiar.
Right.
That sounds
right,
real
exactly.
familiar. Hey, get some ratings, but hey, John, watch that controversy.
Don't play the Fox sweeper.
Don't play the Fox sweeper. Jesus.
They might actually sue.
Hey, you know what? In parts of the Middle East and other parts of the world, beating women in the street is part of the culture.
Part of the culture for thousands of years.
Literal circumcisions are part of the culture in certain parts of the world.
Exactly.
But we recognize that as barbaric. Nobody excuses it and goes, well, they were raised there.
They were raised that way. Let's just, agree to disagree. It's not what happens.
Right. Stop with that phone.
Yeah, her argument did not wash. When I heard it yesterday, I'm just like, come on, Whoopi.
Well, there you go. Congratulations to her. She got everyone talking about her on The
with
View.
Whoopi.
Yeah. It's Opie and Anthony. It's Opie and Anthony. My brother's starting something. I don't know. I don't know what this is about. Elmo. Brother Elmo on MySpace. Sells the T-shirts for the show.
Keep everybody's head above water.
That's right.
That's what we do.
Well, my other brother, Brett, is getting married Sunday. The owner of F.H. Riley's.
Yes.
In Huntington Village. It is a great restaurant. Go check it out.
Restaurant.
Tom's like, what's up with all the F.H. Riley plugs today? I can't help it. My brother's getting married. So it comes up in conversation. Anyway, there's going to be a bachelor party on Friday. And my brother is suggesting that it's like it's an open invite.
Oh,
is he nuts?
Brother, that is crazy.
I don't know what this is about yet, so I got to get to the bottom of it. And he's also saying that we need entertainment. So to put the word out that we need entertainment for my brother's bachelor party Friday.
Who's the best man? Is one of your brothers the best man?
All of us.
Okay. That's a last minute.
Well, actually, it's Gavin who dropped the ball. We all have been in this situation,
Sure.
You got someone getting married, and then it's someone's responsibility as the best man to get the bachelor party together, and then last minute, nothing has happened.
Yep.
So now we're all scrambling, so all the brothers are getting involved in getting the bachelor party together for Brett. Because Gavin dropped the ball.
That is dropping the ball.
What was Gavin doing? What was he investigating? That you couldn't get a bunch of chicks or make some calls?
I don't know. He was talking about, we'll go fishing in Orient Point. We'll play around at golf. We'll go to a strip club. All these ideas have been floating around for months at F.H. Riley's if you hang there. And now, we're, 3-4 days away from the wedding, and there's no bachelor party planned. So now my brother Elmo's suggesting that there's going to be an open invite bachelor party, possibly at the restaurant.
Oh.
And I don't know if Brett wants this to happen there.
You can't drop the ball when you're the best man like that.
And then Elmo writes, plus if anyone can provide entertainment, in parentheses.
Yeah, we all know what that
in
is.
quotes, have them contact me at MySpace.
Hubba.
Brother Elmo on MySpace. So
strip club.
I remember going to my buddy Cowbell Bill's wedding.
Yeah.
And the bachelor party was at a strip club that was the restaurant that I got married in.
Yuck.
So it's the same place I got married, but then it was a strip club.
Wait, isn't that the same place you had your taxes done back in the day?
Yes, in the basement.
Isn't it?
One-stop shopping.
Dude, Aunt and I used to and I love that guy, by the way, but, our careers kind of blew up, and we kind of got a little nervous that our tax guy was his office was in the front of a strip club.
Yeah, it was kind of around back and underneath.
And it was all legit and all, but there was something that was a little scary about that. We had to move on, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Here's a word of advice. I'm not a tax expert, but if you're having taxes done and you can hear Rhythm is the Dancer playing through the wall, leave that person.
It might be time to move on.
It was hilarious because the first time Ant goes, I got a guy to do your taxes, man. He's been part of our family. Family.
Well,
in quotes.
He's been doing people's taxes.
I got a guy, man. You got to see him. So I'm driving, with the address you gave me, and I'm looking. I'm like, wow, this is
the strip club.
This is a strip club, man. What the F is this? And then I go around back, and there it is, his side.
Okay.
His side.
Okay, so now your expenses. Did you drive your car to and from work?
Yes.
More than 20 miles a day?
Yes.
All right, very good. I'm looking here at your American Express bill. You're gonna have to itemize.
What?
You're gonna have to itemize some of these deductions.
What?
So I know which ones are legitimate business deductions. And
ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage right now is Tamara. Tamara's coming to the stage. You might remember her as Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. Let's give it up for her right now.
What about the receipts? Here's my box of receipts.
a box of what?
Receipts. I brought it. You told me to bring the receipt.
Yes, I'll go through these and make sure everything is legit.
What? I can't.
Yeah.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, isn't she beautiful? Make sure you give her a big tip. She's going to be back on the stage a little later on. But let's bring up the beautiful. What the hell is this horse name?
You said something about clothes. My clothes. If I have receipts for clothes I bought over the years.
Your clothing can be deductible. You want to go upstairs for a beer?
I can't wait to write the book, man. It's gonna be a good read.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't have a guy, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to this guy and get my taxes done.
Why not?
And he was legit and all that, but we had, and I feel bad to this day that we had to move on. But something about it just made me a little nervous.
I'd rather have the safety of doom and gloom Bob when it comes to my taxes.
He was built to just deal with numbers.
Of course,
Bob.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
That's what he does.
That's it.
Of course.
Doom and gloom Bob knows people that know how to do the things completely legit.
Yeah.
That's it.
Somebody wants to plug Pal Talk. Well, we plug Pal Talk every day, but they want to get the word out that to remind the ladies it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday on Pal Talk.
Oh.
All right.
Who's begging?
Ken from East Providence, Rhode Island.
Oh, okay.
Well, we know that WOW is alive and well on Pal Talk. All right, we got to get to a couple other things here. Poor Jerry Lewis had to apologize.
How much did he raise? How much did this?
Here's a
no
guy.
one remembers because he had to apologize.
Because he had to apologize.
Because in this day and age, apologizing for a slip of the tongue is much more important than raising $63 million.
I'm sorry. I was up there. I'm out of my mind. I'm 80 some odd years old.
I come from a culture where this is accepted.
Yeah, I come from a culture. He absolutely
right.
Boy, if that's not a defense, he definitely comes from that culture. Hanging out with all them guys.
Right.
Back then, that word is nothing to him.
You know
Use
what?
it all the time in his comedy act.
I think-
Back on the road when he was in vaudeville.
And I mean, how many gay people were upset by what Jerry Lewis said? They throw that word
Glad
around
was.
with each other.
Glad was.
Glad came out?
Yeah, Glad came out and
Well,
said
they
that
already
were very
came out,
upset.
but I mean, they had a press conference.
Yeah, and said they were very angry at his derogatory remark, which the news can't even play. It's hysterical. They say, and Jerry Lewis in trouble for a remark he made that angered some people, and then they play it and beep out the entire word, so it sounds even worse.
So now everyone
It
can
sounds
have
like
fun.
he was pulling a Michael Richards.
Now everyone can have fun.
Yeah, everyone could get mad.
Can Glad rename themselves? I mean, you don't name yourselves after a garbage bag. It just sounds silly. All I think of when I hear them is this Tom Bosley is a homosexual and he's upset about something.
Yeah, you're right, Jimmy. I laugh at that.
It's just a bad choice. What is it, an acronym when you take the first letter of everything?
Yeah.
Well,
gay and lesbian.
Anti-defamation.
Anti-defamation.
Jerry Lewis, who basically...
What's the D?
What is the D? Where does the
Gay,
D go?
lesbian, anti-defamation. Maybe it's anti-defamation. A and D.
Alliance Against Defamation.
All right, whatever.
Oh, I didn't know.
How come
Alliance Against, there's 2 A's and 1 D. Just the way I like it. Yeah. Yeah, brother.
Only a gay guy would know what that means, by the way.
Of course.
Whoever was yelling in the background.
Fans spit out Alliance immediately.
Boy, he had no problem with that.
Yeah, Than.
Google.
Google. All right, sure.
Who's Google?
I know, what's that stand for?
Shouldn't it be? You said it should be 2 D's and 1 A, right?
I thought it was 2 D's.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it's not gold.
Just a bunch of D's.
A G and L, a bunch of D's and a smiley face.
Who doesn't want to play World War II fighter pilot?
Just called D.
Anyway, in case you missed it, Jerry Lewis was given his soul to try to cure a disease that isn't going to be cured anytime soon, obviously.
Billions.
Raised another $63 million. He's going to die on TV trying to cure MDA. So he slipped and said this.
We're into hour 18. Look how good he moves that camera over here. Son of a gun. Wherever I go, he goes. Let's see what you do with this over here. Oh, your family has come to see you. You remember Bart, your oldest son? Jesse, the illiterate faggot? No.
And then he goes, no.
But he caught himself.
Because he knew.
Was he yelling at himself there? He had an out-of-body experience.
Yeah.
Holy jeez, he died for a second. I went, no. I didn't say that. Oh, my God.
I will say that's kind of a rough one to sell on TV. I understand we all improv a little, but illiterate faggot's a tough one to sell and go. You got to kind of go. I guess you got to say sorry after that one.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just trying to get himself fired from
He doesn't want to do it anymore.
Stupid telethon.
Next
year he's going to be saying nappy-headed. He's going to be saying everything just to get fired from this thing.
He's just an old guy who just that stuff's ingrained in him. That is ingrained in him like dogfighting is in the South.
There you go. Exactly. We're just losing our minds in this society of ours.
Oh,
we're all
does
uptight.
A day go by when someone doesn't have to apologize to somebody? Oh, crap, I said Dago. I'm sorry. I want to apologize to my brother, Italians out there. I didn't mean, I meant, does a day go by?
Right.
Not the derogatory term.
What are you
for
calling
Italian
by?
American. Oh, my God. Yes, I used a gay reference there. Sorry. Does... I dumped myself.
Hey, you can't say that.
I can't say that. I can't say that Wednesday. I just dumped myself.
All right, listen. Here's the apology from Jerry Lewis.
Well, Jerry Lewis says there are no excuses for his recent use of a gay slur. The 81-year-old apologized yesterday after using a derogatory word during his Labor Day telethon for muscular dystrophy.
Oh, your family has come to see you. You remember Bart, your oldest son? Jesse, the illiterate... No.
The telethon went on to raise nearly $64 million for the MDA, setting a new record. A few weeks ago, Lewis came under fire for saying Merv Griffin deserved to die because he didn't treat the prostate cancer that eventually killed him.
Sure that's the only reason, Jerry, that he deserved to die?
Really. It seems there's a theme in your commentary. It's a bit of a theme there, huh, Jerry?
Your Jerry Lewis never liked me either.
That's funny, man. And then they bleep it, so now you're wondering what he said.
Yeah, it sounds worse.
You know what? I put the word retard in there.
Oh.
I decided to go with retard.
I said it almost sounds like the C word.
Really?
Yeah, for some reason the C word jumped into my head. We're doing like an audio Rorschach test is what that is. I say C word. You say retard.
I went with retard.
Jimmy?
Because the news wasn't brave enough to actually freaking replay what he said.
Yeah.
You're the news. You're allowed to.
You don't want to know what I'm going with. Let's just say, good place for the beep. Because if you think Imus got fired, my choice would have gotten him executed.
All right, well, in other news, Larry Craig update. What do we got on Larry Craig? Of course, he's the senator that was in the men's room in an airport, and he's claiming he needs a wide stance when he's doing his business.
And he was picking up a paper off the floor. That's why his hand was under
This guy doesn't know if he's a top or a bottom. He's flip-flopping all over the place. He's not gay. He's in the bathroom stall. He pled guilty. He says he shouldn't have pled guilty. He resigned from his office. Now he's saying, latest news, he might not step down from his office. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Now, I think people have been getting to, they've been talking to him, giving him a little chat. Whispering in his ear a little bit. And he says, I could get past this.
Yeah.
Good luck. Because there'll probably be skeletons.
Yeah, I think there's
flying out of that
I think
closet.
there's more that's going to come out.
Skeletons, of course, something's going to come out. The skeletons, and they're all going to be shaped the exact same way. Just one nice big fat bone with a hat on it.
Yeah, not the whole skeleton, just one. One bone.
One bone after another, poking through a hole that's been drilled by someone even more addicted to sex than I am.
Just the wide stance thing makes me laugh every time I hear it. And he needs to go into the wide stance position to get to take care of business.
It's like, Larry, we all go to the bathroom. It's not like he's picking an activity that nobody knows.
No one knows about or
Everyone
does.
does it.
Oh.
Of course, you know the story with the undercover cop in the stall next door. And
tapping a foot. He was tapping a foot.
Looking for some action.
Hey, and you know something? Who the hell knew that one? I got to be honest with you. And Jimmy, you know a lot of these hijinks that go on in these places just because you've been around. You've been around some of these things.
I was raised in that culture.
You were raised in that culture.
My father brought me when I was a boy. He said, son, 2 taps is yes. 3 taps is I'll be back in 20 minutes.
Now that tap in the foot thing, did you hear about that or know about that beforehand?
No. What do you mean? I don't hang out in rest areas.
I know, but
I'm a pervert.
You're educated.
Kenny knows. Kenny knows.
Educated about the pervert lifestyle.
I've been hit on in bathrooms, but no, subtly. Yeah.
But if someone was tapping their foot next to me in a stall, I wouldn't think twice about it. I would think he's just tapping his foot to his iPod.
It would depend on what it was. If it was late at night, if it's a guy listening to music, but anytime anyone I feel is trying to contact me in a bathroom, it's never good.
Well, I've been hit on in. Of
course you have. Look at you.
Oh, wow.
It was on the way to Boston, and I'm looking at the perpetrator.
I was hitting on him every restaurant we stopped at. And I'm telling you,
it's in Jimmy's book. He made me uncomfortable all the way to Boston on one of our fine trips to do radio up there.
When Opie walks into a restroom, he's the Grace Kelly of men's room hit-onables.
This is pretty much the only mention I get in Jimmy's Happy Endings book is that I'm an 11
He's
in
an
the rest
11.
area. Thanks, Jimmy.
When he walks in, actually,
all the great times we've had together, this is the only thing you want to bring up in your book.
A disco ball drops over the urinals and spins gently, and Stay in Alive plays when he walks in. A light just shines on him automatically.
Jimmy has a way of making you very uncomfortable in bathrooms.
But yeah,
extremely uncomfortable.
If anyone's trying to contact you in that situation, it can't be good, right? It's creepy.
What do you got there, Kenny?
Well, back in the day, somebody might have been involved in one of these type of things in a park. And the signal was jingling your keys.
Jingling the keys.
Yeah, as people are hanging out in the park, and if you walk by, and the signal was to jingle the keys.
Ah,
jangle.
See, I knew that the what are they called on the expressway where you park your car? The park and ride.
Right.
It's like park and rides. That's what they are. You park your car and you carpool in with somebody.
You park and you ride.
And you ride. Exactly.
Park and suck.
So I used to have to go into the park and ride to pick up my helper, my little helper, when I was working in the sheet metal industry. And the code there was to just park in a certain area that was back by the woods. It bordered the parking lot in the woods, and they would leave their parking lights on. And you'd sit there and wait. Just Wait for somebody to
So,
come
how
to your
long did
window.
it take?
The slowest had to be an hour wait, but they would, that was the park and rides on Long Island. Very big for picking up homosexuals.
Why do they have to pick signals that everyone does? Like, I could see, like, a psst or a hey you, but this...
I think they need new signals.
That could be anyone.
The key jingling, Santa coming through with his bells a jingling. Ho, 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 ho.
Wait,
Look what's glowing.
We got Bruce in upstate New York. Bruce, what's up?
Hey, guys, I just found out. I thought the code for gay people was, it's getting cold out here.
Yeah, the famous Patrice O'Neill story.
Got hit on an arrest area.
Oh, my God, is that a great
It's getting
story?
cold.
We'll have to replay that.
Yeah, I'm cold.
Yeah, Patrice was getting a little shut-eye at a rest area because he was falling asleep on the way home from a gig, and a guy was knocking on the door, and Patrice wakes up, and the guy's like, hey, it's getting cold out here.
It's cold out here.
So Patrice is like, well, why don't you go inside, stupid?
Yeah, go inside, stupid. What's wrong with you? And then he started thinking, was that guy, was he trying to, what the?
Yeah.
Patrice probably regretted it after he realized that he could have gotten one for free. Just close your eyes. Who cares? If his hair's past his collar, you can pretend it's Christy McNichol in 1979.
If you close your eyes, it's not gay. Here's your Larry Craig update. So, yeah, spokesman says he's reconsidering his decision to resign. Phone call from Senator Arlen Specter urging him to fight for a seat is what made him reconsider.
Fight for a seat. That's a good one.
Decision will depend on outcome of legal case and ethics investigation.
Can I say one thing? I think this is about his kids, too. I think his kids came out and said they believed him, but I think they're like, Dad, why are you giving into this? Nobody wants to think your dad is tapping the foot of a cop.
Right.
So they're probably like, Dad, you've been railed. He's probably like, oh my God, I gotta fight this now.
Says Craig to change plea and fight charges.
My hunch is it'll end in a suicide.
I think he's going to pull
like Bud Dwyer,
our Bud Dwyer, man. Oh, God. Well, if one shot to the mouth doesn't work, maybe this one will.
All right. And
look what he pulled out of a bag. Oh, no.
We got Tim. He's pretty much taking over production duties around here because he's able to turn production around like this, this. He came up with this yesterday.
Are you tired of singles bars? Are you looking for a sure thing? Introducing Anthony Cumia's seminar for man-on-man bathroom sex.
You're cruising the urinals and there's someone beside you that you think is hot. You might just give him a glance and see if he can strike eye contact.
In his seminar, Anthony will instruct you how to find the best places to go.
A good way to find out whether a restroom is cruisy. Look for graffiti on the stall walls.
He'll even give you insider tips on how to find that special partner.
If there's someone beside you, try tapping your foot once.
It's man-on-man gay bathroom sex with Anthony Cumia.
Now he moves his foot over and touches the other guy's foot. When this touch is made and then no one moves away, I would like some gay bathroom sex.
What? You're not a tapper? Anthony Cumia has other methods of making yourself known.
Clearing your throat can also be a good way of letting others know.
Anthony Cumia's seminar for man-on-man bathroom sex.
You gotta jiggle the bait around, or else the fish ain't gonna bite.
Now in a rest stop near you.
I can just see the fun that's gonna happen in the bathroom here today.
That last line is hilarious.
Yes, you've got to jiggle the bait.
All right, we got to take a break. When we get back...
Dick Clark?
Huh?
Oh.
What happened?
Dick Clark in the bathroom. Clearing his throat. Oh, no. Dick Clark. What are you doing?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Is he saying or is he really into this? I don't know. It's clearing his throat. That's the signal. But,
that is a signal.
But it does sound like he's saying
Ugh.
Clearing your throat. Again, another thing
that sounds like after the fact. That's when he's done.
It's kind of like being lactose intolerant.
Can't get enough of this freaking Larry Craig guy.
He rules.
All right, listen, we got to get some
rotten old queen.
Wide stance.
Yeah, big wide stance. It's like a sumo wrestler getting ready.
And I just feel sorry for the cop once again that he has to sit there all day. What did he do wrong that this is his thing?
Yeah.
This is his duty.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're going to get some answers after the break, finally. During the break, something happened to everybody that is associated with...
During our vacation, yeah.
During our vacation.
Are we going to lock down?
Yeah, we'll do this finally.
Okay.
So we got... and everyone wrote down something that happened to them during vacation. We answered a lot of these yesterday. We got 3 to go. Hopefully after the break. Hopefully.
Oh, no.
But I do have a really funny commercial from the 80s for Booby Chew.
What?
Booby Chew.
Booby Chew.
So we might have to do this and this after the break, okay?
Sorry, people are never getting to it.
It's a breast-enhancing gum.
Booby Chew?
Yes.
I never heard of that. It was in the 80s?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to try to do this, and we're going to get the answers to these 3 things that were written down yesterday. Somebody on vacation called their mother a sociopath.
Yeah.
And she walked out of the restaurant.
Okay.
Somebody during the vacation got engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody told their girlfriend to get all of her crap out of their apartment.
Wow.
We'll get the answers to all these things, these last 3 things after the break.
Sure we will.
It's Whip 'Em Out Wednesday on Opie and Anthony.
Hello. Welcome back to the Opie and Anthony program. And if you're just joining us, welcome for the first time.
Yeah?
Because sometimes it's not a welcome back. Someone's here and they go, why is he saying welcome back? I just got here.
I just punched you effers in. Make me laugh. That's what I think they say.
Come on. Well, what are we going to do? Are we going to reveal a mystery? Or are we going to go with the thing you had?
The Booby Chew?
Booby Chew.
Booby Chew rules.
I do. You have piqued my curiosity with Booby Chew. It's from the 80s. It's a commercial?
Yeah. We'll do that after.
Call it Booby Chew.
Let's do some answering.
All right, we're going to answer some questions.
What's this thing all about again?
Immediately. Well, the answers immediately. Well, we were on vacation last week. We all went our separate ways and did our separate things and had a lot of fun. And things happen when you're on vacation, so we all wrote down like one little highlight and pulled them out of the proverbial hat and then tried to guess whose little secret was written on the paper. And one of the highlights, I think, was Danny's.
Punching a light post?
Yeah, Danny ended up in Texas on his vacation.
Austin?
In Austin, Texas. And he struck out trying to pick up chicks.
Struck out trying to pick up every chick in the bar.
Every chick in the bar until closing time. Went out and punched a light pole, and his hand is still all swollen from it.
It looks like a big blueberry muffin.
It's all puffy. You got big puffy hand because you were silly.
I think I ordered your hand at Starbucks today. That thing is huge.
I wish I could have taken a picture of it when it actually happened because it was so much worse.
Oh, I bet.
I think you broke a knuckle or something.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it really.
The middle one is still pretty swollen.
It really hurts.
We're so stupid as human beings to hit things that we know don't give. Light poles, brick walls, but you hit them.
In college, I used to punch brick walls all the time.
You get mad.
All
you go,
the time.
Bam, you hit a brick wall.
And then you wake
like,
up one day and realize, that really hurts. I'm not doing that anymore. It doesn't move.
Also, Travis, of course. Travis and his lovely new bride went to Disney and got a bunch of pictures taken with a bunch of the characters. And we've seen them all, and they're hilarious.
Yeah.
My favorite is the one with them. Travis and Lisa have their hands together.
Yes.
And Tinkerbell.
Yeah, you take the picture, and then they tell you to come to a certain area and pick up the picture. So when they took the picture, they must have told them to put their hands out, but put them together and look down into your hands. And they did that. When they picked the picture up, what is in there but a cartoon Tinkerbell?
They had Tinkerbell in their
Tink.
That's adorable.
That's adorable.
I love.
And they wore the little veil, the Minnie Mouse veil ears, and the top hat Mickey ears as bride and groom.
somebody should have, instead of Tinkerbell, put an IED in their hand and blown both of their arms off. Now, that would have been a Disney photo.
That's not romantic or fun. It's the happiest place on earth,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
don't mess with the happiest place on earth, Jimmy. Let's get some more answers. So the next one is someone on vacation called their mother a sociopath, and she walked out of the restaurant.
Now, a lot of people been speculating on this one. A lot of people been speculating.
What are they saying? What are people saying?
Saying it was me. But everyone knows I didn't do that. I would never say anything bad about my mommy.
It's creepy that you call your mother mommy.
I love my mommy.
Do you realize how old you are?
Yes.
You're supposed to start calling your mom mommy at, I don't know. I'll give you till like 13.
13?
Yeah, I'll give it 13. That's the cutoff. You're well into your whatever you are. We don't even know anymore. You're like a vampire.
I get
you
her.
shouldn't be calling your mother mommy anymore. It's creepy.
When I get her cards for her birthday, I get her cards that are meant for a mother from her 5-year-old son. And I write mommy backwards. And I give it to my mommy, and she laughs.
Do you sign it with a crayon?
You want to make your mommy laugh.
No, I don't.
And my brother and sister, I go to the ebony section.
I've done that before.
I go to the ebony section.
I got my mother one time accidentally a stepmother card.
Jesus!
I didn't see it. And she was going through menopause at the time. She was just an enchantress. And I gave it to her, and she's crying. And I'm like, what?
Wow, this is great.
Accident. I was a teenage idiot. I just didn't see it.
Stepmother.
Stepmother. All right, I know.
Funny gag, though.
I got the mother part.
The foreign.
Here you go, step.
The foreign language cards are the best.
Yeah, those are good, too.
I call my mom birth giver. That's what I call her.
All right, so who called their mom a sociopath? Step up to
we
the
don't
mic.
have the rest of the crew in here. Do we need anybody else?
Oh, is it?
Because it's radio. They don't know. Out there in Radio Land,
Yeah,
they just think everyone's in
here.
the studio and someone's going to walk up to the
gathered
mic.
around.
And then we act surprised when we see that it's Than. He's the only one in the room, so of course it has to be Than.
Than?
What happened, Than?
Well, me and my lovely girlfriend were visiting my mom in Nantucket, which is a beautiful locale.
Ooh, I heard a rhyme about that place once. Forgot how it went.
I know. Is it and can you? And if it were, would you?
Yes, and yes. And we went out to dinner. And it's important to note that I was ordering like I wasn't going to have to pay. Because Mother usually picks up the bill.
Mother is sicker than mommy.
It is, by the way, and he does call his mom Mother.
Because mommy's
You call
funny.
your mom Mommy.
Mommy's funny. It makes her laugh when I call her mommy. Mother is Norman Bates all over. Mother, blood.
Yeah, Mother is
Norman.
creepier.
She's a whore, Norman. Oh, Mother, what have you done? Oh, what am I doing? That old Tony Perkins. Yeah. Oh.
By the way, corporate.
There's a virus sitting up at the window looking down at him.
By the way, corporate very happy today because we're using a lot of sounds.
Wow, look at us go.
They want sounds on this show. There's your effing sounds.
So, Than, you were in Nantucket, which is that's a wealthy. Is your mom, is Mother a bit well-to-do? Say, not necessarily, but if she's comfortable.
Yes, divorcing my dad is a lucrative business.
Oh, wow.
So what did you order at dinner knowing that Mother was going to pay?
Mother should be paying.
Well,
surf and turf is very good up there.
Yes, and also Mother enjoys her wine. So there was a couple bottles of that being purchased. And then also before dinner, for some reason, my girlfriend dared me to do a shot.
Why?
Just because she was feeling silly.
So you do a shot, maybe you loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, and then a couple, I guess half a bottle of wine later for me.
Is it normally a tense situation with Mother?
Yes, it's very tense.
Okay.
Why? What's the problem with Mother?
Well,
And how long has it been tense?
15 years, maybe.
Oh, wow.
Because you like daddy better?
Well...
Or should I say father?
Not to find a point on it, I hold her chiefly responsible for the separation of my parents.
Nice. You're one of those kids.
Right.
I love it. It explains so much.
All right, so Dan thinks that... Is your dad still alive?
Yes.
Okay, so you probably a little closer to your dad than your mom.
Yes, much.
Okay.
Is dad happy now?
Yes.
Okay.
And why, this might be a silly question, why is there still any relationship with mother?
Just, she's got the Nantucket house.
Okay. I thought it was just to be like one of those guys. You don't want to be that family that just has somebody that doesn't talk to somebody. I don't know. That seems like an odd little thing.
That's a goal I'm working towards.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you blame her more than your father?
Because there was a lot of verbal attacks against father.
Oh, okay. Was she trying to maybe... how old... Well, I could do some math, but was she, like, saying things to you to try to turn you around? Because I know parents getting divorced, separated, or whatever, try to do that. They say things like, your father's a deadbeat, or blah, 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 that son of a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, whenever his name comes up, there's always some disparaging comment.
Did he ever throw a plate of spaghetti against the wall?
No.
Oh, damn. That's a good one.
Does he have a new wife?
No.
New girl?
He's had some new girls, and he's just picked up a new one.
Those are always... I miss that.
Miss what?
Such a treat.
What do you
when
miss?
My dad would just bring his new whores after he finally got the boot out of the house. Mm-hmm. They got some small little apartment somewhere, and he'd pick me up for the weekend. But the weekends were his time to get laid. So he'd have me, my brother, and my sister shoved in his small apartment, laying all over the living room floor, while he's like making noises from his bedroom. Oh, it was awful. Some hose bag would leave in the morning. Goodbye, Andy and Jonathan and Donna. It's Anthony, Joseph, and Dawn whore. Get out.
I never got the vocal parent thing.
No?
No, I never got that. I would go over my
ball gags.
No, I would go over I'd go over my friend's house at like a sleepover or whatever, and we're watching a movie or whatever. Doing something, right?
Yeah.
And you would hear his parents just going at it upstairs. I'm like, don't they know, first of all, their kid's still up and that the kid has a friend over?
That's pretty cool.
It was so creepy to me.
Yeah, well, what do your dad runs out and yells, hey, smell my fingers.
And why wouldn't your dad kind of like keep that, like, I don't know, quiet?
I think he was trying, but, you hear a couple of these. You can't help it.
You walk in, and she's behind him. He's got his face in the pillow.
No,
no, Dad.
Oh, Daddy.
Well, now we know why the divorce.
You better move to California.
So mother.
Oh, mother, yes.
Get back to mother.
Now you're with mother, your girl. You're at a restaurant. You had a shot, a half a bottle of wine. Your mom likes the wine. You haven't gotten really along for 15 years because of the divorce thing. Where now up to what happened?
Yeah, I'm not sure how it came. These things, start.
Yeah.
But
usually with the shots and wine.
Yeah. But some, I think, comment about my dad came up, and then I might have defended him, and then that launched into the I blame you for everything.
Oh, Jesus. It all came out.
Had you ever told her that or no?
I don't think I'd ever articulated it like that. So this could be a breakthrough.
Blunt. Yeah, that sounds like a breakthrough. And how is your chick? Was she just like mortified?
Oh, she hates it.
What an embarrassing kind of a tense situation to be in.
Yeah, I mean, we've been on and off for 5 years, so she's well versed in these sort of things.
And mother, the whole mother thing, yeah.
And mother's like, I don't want to get into this in front of, your girl. And I was like, well, she's seen it all, so don't worry about it. And then it came into like the whole accountability for the divorce thing. She didn't take she didn't take as much responsibility. She said 50-50. And I said, I don't agree with that ratio.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Just drinking and yelling at each other. That's great.
Do you blame your dad for any of it? Are you let me ask you, are you my parents aren't divorced, so I'm not saying I get it. Are you unreasonably siding with your dad because you love your dad more, because you relate to him more?
No, I mean, I was a mama's boy till like 14 or 15.
Well, can you tell us why you blame mother, or is that too personal?
She would just put him down all the time.
Okay.
That's a big thing, you know. You can't just sit there and take that crap.
You don't want to watch
whole
your
life.
father emasculated.
Oh. Yeah, who the hell wants to see that?
For what? Put him down for what? Like, just for not making enough money, or?
No,
being with other women and
beating me.
Black eyes, the makeup that she had to wear. She would always yell at father. He promised an uppercut, gave a left hook.
His weight was a big one.
Oh, really?
He was a heavy guy.
Yeah.
Really? You're so slender.
Explain the sociopath that we are talking
Yeah,
about.
no
Yes,
who's
true.
a fitness guru.
No kidding.
So what happened? She would call him fat and stuff and really humiliate him.
Yeah, and like give him crap for never being around.
Did he?
He was kind of. It was one of those this is peak listenership too. I'm looking at the clock.
That is a good one.
Like, it was sort of a self-fulfilling thing. She gave him crap for not being around, and since he hated being around, he just worked more.
Yeah, then you don't come home.
Did mother ever make fun of his manhood?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh, mother.
God, mother.
Well, like, did she?
It wouldn't be like a whole diatribe, but there'd be,
Little
snipings. Yeah.
Snipings.
About, let's say this.
Jeez
would it be
Louise.
about what he was born with, or would it be about how he used it, or how often he used it?
All of those things.
Okay.
Wow,
basically
that's emasculating.
Yeah.
She wasn't just being aggressive. She was really hitting below the belt.
She was angry about something.
Yeah. You don't think he was out with other women?
I really don't think so.
You think she resented just the life she'd kind of ended up in?
Yeah.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah, he had all the power because he made the money.
Yeah, and she ended up kind of having to be the mom. And did she have dreams and aspirations as a kid or as a younger person?
I mean, she got an MBA.
Oh yeah, she basketball.
The business one.
Oh, okay.
Was
Sorry.
she a career-oriented woman when they met?
No, I mean it was like the '60s. So I mean, like it was the status quo with her to be the child bearer and raise her.
Yeah.
Okay, so what?
Because I'd put if I had the percentage thing is interesting. If I had to put percentage on my parents, the reason they got divorced, I would probably put 75 on my father, 25 on my mother. Yeah. Because like my father, not a good husband or father.
What was wrong with your
that
dad? Your
respect.
mom is hot.
But mom.
Sorry.
I think mom was married too young with the kids and saddled with 3 kids when she wanted to be, in her 20s having a good time.
3 kids by the age of what?
Probably 23, 24, something like that.
Already 3 kids.
Yeah, already 3 kids. Just she
and one of them was
down.
already what, 5 or 6? She had Joe early, right?
Yeah. So she's, kind of pissed off that she's can't have fun. She's a kid herself, and she gets knocked up and put in this situation. And then dad is out doing whatever the hell he wants to do. So she gets pissed at him, and then of course, they have to take it out on each other in front of the kids, which is just a lovely thing. It just made me a well-adjusted person.
Yeah. And that's another thing that came up at dinner was that I was mad at her for exposing me to that.
Yeah.
Because in my
stupid parents, they
got-
really are just stupid.
I also got a little annoyed when she's like, "Well, your brother and sister got over it. What's your problem?" So being called a whiny bitch by your mom is always nice.
Wow, she's got game, man.
She's got game.
She really does.
He's giving her props.
She does have game.
You like mother.
Well,
do you think mother?
I respect the mother with game. Trust me.
Do you think mother did any philandering?
I don't think so.
Okay.
All right. So why the sociopath comment? Are we up to that point?
Yeah.
Because we got to take a break here.
Yeah, and that actually wasn't the proverbial straw. Because she wasn't taking responsibility for her actions, I was calling her a sociopath. She was not, she was disconnected from herself in terms of what she did in the marriage is why I went for the old sociopath route.
And what happened?
That wasn't actually it. Then we argued a little more, and she said, "Well, why are you up here?" And I said something along the lines of, "Because you have the house.
Oh my God, you're nuts!
Oh, this is great.
Look, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're gonna go back to the fan when we have a little more time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're nuts.
Well,
Why
that's
would
what
you
Mother
say
says.
that?
his siblings got over it. I love that one.
Hey,
what a nasty thing to throw out at you.
But he has
Get
game
over it.
too, man.
Yeah.
So-
No, definitely. I'm here for the house.
And then she said something, and who knows exactly what, but my uppercut verbally was, "Look, I don't like you."
Oh no!
Where were you staying? Because Nantucket's not an easy place to get to.
Her house, like in the.
Okay, so it got really nasty.
And when I said I don't like you, she stood up. She said, "I hope you have some way of paying for dinner," and which is the last straw, trying to have some sort of influence on it, and left.
How much was dinner?
$400.
Oh.
$400.
Let it be known to the radio audience, Stan doesn't make the kind of money that he could easily pay for a $400
No, I'll be
dinner, man.
floating that one on Visa
For a while.
You had a credit card, right?
Yeah.
It beats it. How much
I didn't have to
therapy-
wash dishes for dinner, at least,
Yeah.
but like it's going to be there for a while.
How much therapy would it have taken to get to that point where you could say that? You got it out. You kind of had to get it out.
Oh, I'm throwing money at that cause too. So
Than is nuts, by the way. Like, people don't know Than is a kook. That's
Oh, yeah.
why Than is a very interesting guy because he's very
I think a lot of people
quiet.
around here are scared of Than.
Well, he's not.
Because we know what he could do.
There
It's dangerous. He's
is
just
not
nuts.
one person that works around us or anything that isn't crazy.
Has something going on.
That isn't a kook.
yeah, I used to be worried I was going to be too square for the show, and then I realized,
Oh, please.
yeah, right.
I've seen little bits come out after a couple. We sit there, loosen up after a couple of drinks, and you hear Thanos say something. You're like, oh, Jesus. Okay. He's got some potential.
Well, where did you sleep?
well, me and my girlfriend thought the best plan of action, because we were also without a ride at that point,
Oh, no.
was to just throw a whole bunch back, take a cab back late night when she probably was
Passed
asleep.
out, maybe
Yeah.
asleep. Or...
Yeah, there was less wine in the bottle that we started before dinner.
Did you
when
see
we
your
got
mom
home.
the next day then?
No, she left, and she went to go do an errand. I was like, well, let's get while the getting's good, and we weren't supposed to leave for another day or two, so we just split early.
Have you talked to her
Hightailed
since?
it out.
Oh no,
So that's it for a
that's
while.
it. Oh yeah, hopefully Thanksgiving.
Wow.
You think, wait, you think, but you will see her again.
Yeah, I'm going to treat her like a parolee now. Only supervised visits. So I need, I need like my sister or my brother. There with
the ones
kids.
that have gotten over it.
Yes, and
Really hate her.
and their kids. Yeah,
That's great.
What do you want? Okay, one more question before
Yeah.
Rick. What do you want from her? Like, what could she do that would make you go, all right, things are kind of...
to take a large chunk of responsibility for the divorce.
And really mean it, not just say it.
Yeah.
That's never happening.
Oh,
it's
no.
a rough one.
Yeah. All right, we got to take a break. We got Adam Ferrara here from Rescue Me, and of course,
my
a good
pal.
friend of the show. Also, we got Seth Green calling in about a half hour.
There you go,
I feel
Dan.
just like a used rag.
As we plug Adam Ferrara, and it's like, wait, I spilled my guts out over here.
I know how it works.
Now I gotta clean them up.
All I'm thinking is, wow, this is great radio. Screw that.
This is your therapy station.
Yeah.
There's no better place than to lob out your parental problems than on this program.
And then
Great
have it,
stuff.
and then have it followed up for a plug for what's coming up next on the show.
Exactly.
That's how disconnected we are.
Oh, yeah, of
sociopaths.
course.
I'm so sorry about your mother. Take pictures of her, put it on your Mac.
Yes, exactly. You know, old memories that you have of those good times when you were a mama's boy could be put on a Mac.
All right, listen, we got
Like a montage.
We got to take a break. We got Adam, we got Seth Green, and we still got to get the answers to two more of these.
Yes, two more left.
Two are left. I told my girlfriend to get all of her crap out of my apartment.
Wow.
And someone wrote down I got engaged. If we don't get this done today.
No, we have to. There will be gunfire.
All right. It hopefully will be answered next. It's Opie and Anthony. It's a very busy show today. Opie and Anthony, Jim Norton, and now Adam Ferrara joining the program.
Hey.
Adam.
Hiya, pal.
From Rescue Me, of course.
Rescue me from my apartment years ago. I know.
You know, I drove past the other day.
Really?
They fixed the joint up. There's like a 7-Eleven now. They took out all the dead bodies. And
Yeah, the old apartment.
Wow.
Me and Adam hung out back when we worked and didn't work.
Yes.
We were, pals.
Mm-hmm.
Pals back in our, 20s.
Yeah, we were in country. And we were young and full of hope.
What are the odds?
Now you're old and full of money.
I was gonna say,
Look at you on Rescue Me. Shut up.
What are the odds that two roommates, would make it an entertainment like that?
Oh, my goodness.
Seriously.
It's got to be maybe 8, 9 to 1.
Perhaps more than that, Ant. Or would it be less? I don't know what's more stupid.
I was asking Adam off air there, how did it feel throwing Dennis Leary around last week on Rescue Me?
Yeah, we had that fight scene last week.
That was awesome, man.
I told you, he doesn't respect my safe word, so I felt dirty.
you say your safe word and he keeps at it.
Keeps at it. Well, I was the gray in my hair. It was 100 degrees, and I had all the fire stuff on, and the gray in my hair started like kind of. I'm sweating silver.
It is kind of creepy because they gray up Adam's hair.
Yeah, try to make him look a little older.
But in a strange way. Like, all of a sudden he has like a patch of gray in the back of his head.
Well, it looked good, but then it was like it was.
Is that what was going on?
Yeah.
The sweat was messing it up.
I usually look like Bob Barker.
Yeah,
makeup.
Yeah, which is ironic because I'm involved with a group designed to reunite dogs with their testicles. It's called Nuts for Pups.
I don't think that'll make it through.
Nah.
Yeah, probably not.
Made the dump.
But it's a good line. Rescue Me, we got 2 more episodes?
2 more episodes tonight, FX at 10 o'clock.
Tonight, and then next week we find out who dies,
season
right?
finale.
Who's going to die this year? Who's going to die? Who's going to die?
Adam gets killed off. That's what I think.
Or Adam.
You better not.
At least he finally puts you in Rescue Me. We've been wondering what he was going to help out a pal.
He's a good man.
You get my pal on that show. That's what I did. I made a phone call.
He's tired of working the funny womb.
I just, it's nice having you around sometimes.
God, it's so nice to
Guy's all over the road. He misses all the poker games, everything.
Yeah.
When are we back with the poker?
I have no idea. I'm making much too much money at real casinos to
my odds
the home
are better.
Games anymore.
I'm fleecing Indians around the country.
That's it.
You really need to talk to your pal Anthony. It's getting a little ugly in the casinos.
I know. He told me
$16,000 a hand in blackjack.
Oh, so it's on the air?
Most of it.
Most of it good. You have a problem.
I don't see a problem.
I see a problem. Did he tell you the story? We came over to shoot some green screen. Well, did they know about the Magic Basement?
Oh, no. Actually, I didn't even talk about the Magic Basement.
The Magic Basement. Anthony is now he's a drunk with a budget. So he's got all these. Before, we were just idiots, experimenting with stuff. But now he can put his knowledge with money, and which is just dangerous. You come down, there's helicopters flying in the house. He's got an entire green screen set up in the basement.
He sort of mentioned
I have a green screen in the basement.
That together.
With like light boxes and everything.
It's professional lighting systems. I'm still figuring it out. Lighting a green screen is very difficult to do. So I'm becoming educated as I go on. So I do a little trial and error stuff. And Adam needed some green screen work.
I happen to have green screen needs.
And I figured, hey, come on over. We'll green screen.
Right.
Me and Adam are green screening.
Yeah.
It's because he needed some video for his website that he had to be isolated from. So came down and tried some stuff out with the lighting and everything, and was green. We was green screening.
We was green screening. So I called my friend.
Green screening and drinking Bud Light. I don't know if those two go together.
It always goes together.
A couple Bud Light, sure, but I imagine there's a case involved as you're green screening.
So Steven Spielschmuck is sitting over there going, we need to rack focus. What is that? I don't know, but let's try it.
I'm going to try it.
So we're shooting all this stuff in the green screen, and we finish everything. We go upstairs and we're watching it. And I should have brought the outtakes. I tried to load it on the iPhone.
Oh, yeah.
Figure it out. So we're watching the stuff on the green screen, and he's like, I want to do it again. So we go down, we do it again, and we come back up. And everything I got home, I didn't tell you, most of it's out of focus.
No, it's not.
Part of the pixels. You did something wrong with my pixels.
Oh, you
got
his pixels.
You either got to go, you got to change the dimension of the picture.
Okay.
You're getting ragged edges.
Did you just meet me?
Are you getting?
Look who you're talking to.
Are you getting ragged edges?
Yes.
Okay, that isn't a problem with what I shot. It's a problem with the size, format, that you're editing, the setting of the editing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I swear.
Why did you need green screen?
Why don't you do this? Why don't you say this to me?
I went 16.9. I went 16.9.
Uh-huh.
Aspect ratio.
Are you done?
Aspect ratio. Thank you, Jimmy Norton.
Yes. Okay. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I can't pull anything over his eyes.
Why were you green screening?
I had this idea for my website. My MySpace is in good shape. My
What is
website,
it? What is it?
MySpace, like it looks like it's done in this century.
Yeah.
My other website is like written on papyrus.
Yeah.
So I had to redo the other website. So I had an idea about green screen where I come into it's pretty cool, the idea.
He comes flying onto the screen.
Flying onto the
Pretty
screen,
cool.
and it's pretty cool.
Like
And
Peter Pan?
not in a gay way, like Superman.
Are you green screening like Peter Pan?
Kinda like
Ant's Magic Basement?
Is it, I have harnesses and pulley systems.
Yeah.
Working on a song. Here's Adam.
Mm-hmm. And I'm the Sandy Duncan Peter Pan, so I knock out an eye.
Chasing a glass eyeball in a little green suit. Peanut butter.
Follow me to my tour dates. Wait.
By the way, this is not my fault because they're yelling and screaming on the instant feedback. It's not my fault. They're talking about green screening in Anthony's Magic Basement.
We're getting a little conversation about my Magic Basement.
Okay, fine.
And Anth has a betting problem.
Yes, he
No.
does.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be a problem.
Doesn't seem to be. All right, so he goes down and he says to me, he goes, I just went, I took the Indians for money. I'm like, what? What did you do? He goes, I hit for, what did you hit for?
Oh, it was. Let's just say it
had a
pretty
comma.
good chunk.
Yeah.
We don't say the numbers.
We don't say the
anymore.
numbers? All right.
No.
He made much wampum. And one eye starts spinning one way, and one eye starts spinning the other way. And then he's like, we got to go, pal. We got to go. And I'm like, that's what it was. Fred Flintstone. Bet.
Yeah, Ant's, he's really into it.
And then I was just down in Atlantis.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you do?
But see, now we're talking about another country involved. So.
You did good in Atlantis.
Ixnay on Atlantis A.
Oh, a few of us are still walking a little funny.
Really?
We're having a rat hole some money.
Oh, I thought you were down there with a senator.
No, I'm teasing. No, it was very good. Had a great time, and of course the casino's wonderful.
Yeah. When you win, it's all wonderful.
It's great. Just catch me when I fall, pal.
I know. I've been there when you fall. What happened to do me a favor? Like sometimes he gets like when we were like a werewolf. Just chain me to this radiator. Whatever you hear, don't let me out.
Should we put the show on hold so you can tell tell Adam what happened in Atlantis?
What happened in Atlantis?
Oh, maybe we should just move on.
Oh, for the what? Yeah, okay. Put the show on hold real quick.
All right, we need some hold music.
What happened?
We have that. Hit that.
Get some hold music.
We'll be right back with the Opie and Anthony program.
Are you out of your mind?
Come on, it was great.
In this day and age?
It was
We're back with the Opie and Anthony program.
It was a great adventure.
Oh, my God. All right, next time I'm picking up the phone. I'm sorry, man. I didn't know. I thought it was just some more wacky crap like, I bought another car, and I just couldn't hear it.
Nah.
Hey, let's move on with the radio.
Sending my car out to Vegas.
Really?
I got my letter and call from
You got
Shelby.
a car that drives itself?
No, my Shelby. Yeah, it's going out to Vegas. It's coming back with 725 horsepower.
You want to know something? Now even the car has a gambling problem.
Let it be noted, I'm trying to move on because I don't want to be blamed for this.
Okay.
We got two big announcements left that people wrote down yesterday. Things that happened to them on vacation, Adam.
Got it.
The two that are left, I told my girlfriend to get all of her crap out of my apartment. And finally, someone wrote down, I got engaged.
Wow, that is like two separate things there, huh?
Oh, boy, is it.
Uh-huh.
Well, obviously, we got to go with the... I told my girlfriend to get all of her crap out of my apartment.
And? Yes, James.
Jimmy raised his hand. That means you wrote down 2.
Yeah, it's a goof, yeah.
He wrote down 2.
Threw everyone off because I'm thinking it wasn't Jimmy because I thought he was the one that said I effed a blank.
Yeah.
From yesterday.
Well,
what happened?
We were doing great. And then she was bitching at me one day about something about how I slept too late. And I could feel myself getting physically angry. Like, we're walking.
Oh, boy.
And I started saying, you're a baby. You're a baby. And she's like, maybe we should just part ways. And I'm like, okay. And I tapped her arm. Like,
Like you tagged out?
Yeah, I absolutely
You tagged out.
And I walked away, and I was so angry, I started texting. I can't think when I'm that angry.
Yeah.
And then so she's not really responding, and I finally get her on the phone, and she's just being a C. And I'm being an MF, and whatever it was, I said, just come get your crap out of my apartment. And she came back.
Wow, and got
all of it.
Her stuff
Except
out.
for one bag of laundry, because she couldn't carry it. I wasn't a...
Oh, my God.
You should tell her, hey, that's not my problem. Get it out.
Wow.
Yeah, it was ugly.
So are you done?
I don't know.
How long ago was this?
3 days.
Has she had any contact in the 3 days?
Yeah.
Why the look? As you say, yeah.
Because I forgot what side of the radio we were on. I almost said what we did last night.
Oh, okay. So it was
2 nights ago.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was very ugly. Very thin ice we're skating on. Whatever. It is what it is.
But you're not. She got her stuff out of
But
the
you're
house.
still skating.
That's pretty much it.
You're still skating.
You're still alive.
The ice is a little thin, but you're skating.
It's like
her stuff's still out of the
you
apartment.
changed your mind about resigning. Is that it?
I don't know. And I don't know if she is either.
All right. Well, when we get on the other side, I want to hear what happened.
We were
last
hugging
night.
each other, and it was like it might as well have just been 2 library gargoyles. The lack of intimacy that was passing between us.
Well, you're still angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's still angry.
Who cares? Let her be angry.
You do. Look at your little face.
No. I care that I'm angry. I don't care that she is.
Oh.
You really don't? She doesn't have a point with her anger?
No.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
No. I know. I'm just saying. Look.
I just love how Jimmy gets like that, though.
I know.
He relived that anger right there when he said,
know.
I was so...
I could feel myself, because we got together later that day. Before she came and got her stuff, we were quiet, because I was like, pleased. I was so angry, I was afraid I'd do something stupid. And then that night, I saw her, and we tried to talk in the city, and we started fighting on the corner of West 3rd and McDougal, arguing.
It's a good fight spot.
And I felt myself going beyond the point of no return with anger. Like, I saw...
Where you would just start saying things that you can never, ever take back.
Yeah. I almost...
And you don't really mean, because you're in that state.
Boy. Yeah, but I mean, I comprehend this. What it's like just to strike a person, and of course I didn't do it. I've never hit a chick, ever. But I understand how somebody in a moment, how all of a sudden you could look and go, that's my arm flashing out with a fist at the end of it. Wow. I had to walk away.
You had to step away.
I had to walk away.
At least you went away. You didn't.
I was on West. There was a corner of West Third McDougal.
What'd you do? Did you go to a
went to
CD
the Comedy
store?
Cellar.
Bought some Ike Turner?
No, I would love to have. That's
Did
a
you
good
do a set
song,
at-
Anime.
Did you do a set at the Cellar after this?
Yeah, I was shaking. I had to walk on stage. I was so angry. I thought I was just going to go on and just trash women. I mean, I did okay, but I was really...
That's your belt of whiskey hitting the stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's like what Jimmy's got to do. Anyone else would just start drinking.
Yeah.
Jimmy's I got to hit the stage.
Yeah, then afterwards you got to ride around and do other things. Which would be suggestion, let's just say confession number 1. See how it all ties in?
Hey, that's why.
Yeah, okay.
That's why you got to linger longer with this
right.
show. Linger longer.
Well.
Nate Sack from Wagbag. Jimmy's breakup is wholeheartedly supported by Wagbag, as we can now look forward to stories of debauchery once again and another book opportunity.
Well,
but he's still skating. He's skating on
you're
very thin ice.
You're not really gone yet.
No. We just don't know exactly. I have therapy today. My therapist has been off for a month. So I got to sit there like a rock and look at her. I can't cry in therapy. It's awful.
Oh, please. Mine's ridiculous. Hey, remember, last time I was here, Anthony, he asked me, he goes, how's it going with that shrink? And I'm like, he didn't get nothing out of me. Yeah. I love my mother. I ain't going to roll on her. And it comes up, and then I change the subject. I get ADD about emotional ADD, like I feel a feeling, and I'm like, that's not coming out. Let me look at the shiny thing over there.
Yeah.
Jeez. See? That's what I was saying. Everyone's crazy.
I don't think I could do that therapy thing.
No.
I've been suggested over the years. I don't think I could do it.
Why?
Because I know they're on the clock.
That's what's
I
good
think
about
that's
them.
part of their gig, though.
That's what's good.
But they're on the clock, and I'm like, how could they actually care about what I'm saying if they're looking at the clock? Because they got appointments. Just like a dentist has cleanings to do.
Yeah.
One after another.
I get
That's my whole thing I can't get past. I'm like, how do they don't give a crap.
They can't sit there for 5 hours with you.
How do you get a massage? It's the same thing.
In a way.
Hey, good point, yeah.
My therapist, even
yeah,
at the end, she's a good egg. Isn't she?
Oh, my God.
She's like, I saw a tear. No, but therapy, that's the beauty of it, is that they don't care. They care on a certain level. They're not monsters, but the bottom line is their emotional selfishness is not invading their advice.
Right.
They are really coming at you from a detached point of view, so they can kind of give you honesty whether you like it or not. That's what I like about them.
Well, my thing is strip clubs, same as therapy. I don't like the strip clubs for the most part because I know the girl's not really into you.
Mm-hmm.
And therapy, same thing. They have no real interest in you.
Some people like that whole,
I'm just
give
saying,
her a buck and she takes her clothes off.
That's
kind
where
of
I
thing.
come from, though. But I know as soon as the song is over, they're moving on.
Moving on from
Unless
your
you're paying
little
for another
lap
song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but my
But the whole time while they're dancing during the song, they're acting like they want to, have a little thing with you.
Yeah.
Therapy's good, but I think you would like it. I think you'd be very open for it, actually. You're pretty open with stuff like that.
I say therapy and drugs ruin this show. If I ever went therapy or drugs.
No.
Really?
No.
Don't do drugs. That would wreck things. But
No, I mean, like the the ones that
Prescription
Yes,
drugs.
thank you.
I don't need you. I don't want you with that white crap in the corner of your mouth.
Heroin.
It's the Opie and Anthony show, and everything's good.
Everything's fine and dandy.
Minus medicine, right. All right. Yeah, see, look. Let it be noted.
Oh, no.
That Than is the party pooper.
Are we going to have to take a break?
Than, what you held up the break sign because they give me crap. They give me crap.
Wow.
So,
All
Jim,
right.
anything else to the I told my girlfriend to get all of her crap out of my apartment?
No, she did. That bag of laundry is still sitting there.
All right, up next, Seth Green from Family Guy.
It's even dirtier now.
God.
Yeah, it is, especially after what I scrapped into it.
I figured.
Nice panties, whore.
That's the first place he's taking his anger out.
Yeah.
That laundry.
You know she could be listening right now, Jimmy. And she's
No,
a
she's-
lovely girl.
She is a lovely girl, but she's passed out like a junkie right now. Face down, she was reading some filthy story of O.
What?
What?
That book on bondage she bought just to look at it because it was a classic book.
I don't even know the book.
It's a very classic perverted book.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
So hopefully she'll.
Oh, my God. If we don't go to a break, I'm going to kill somebody.
And
These people are getting so angry.
And we got lots of women on Pal Talk Wow and all morning.
Yes.
So thanks to them today. It is Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Adam Farrar, Rescue Me, tonight on FX.
10 o'clock.
2 episodes left. This is the big one before the
Season finale.
Season finale where probably someone dies because every year someone dies at the end there, right?
We'll see.
Trying to get
Look at
something
him.
out of here, Adam.
Look at him. We'll see.
And Adam's going to be at West Palm Beach Improv. Really? This
Yep.
Thursday through Sunday?
I leave the show and get on a plane.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Then and we're on in West Palm
look,
Beach.
Jimmy's healing.
Yeah, he sure is. So much for the girlfriend, right, Jimmy?
Yeah. Oh, she loved that. By the way, my acknowledgement in the book, like under acknowledgements, I said thanks to all the girls on Pal Talk who have helped me scrap, whatever. And she's like, that was nice to put in your book. I'm like, just shut up.
Oh,
That was. Wait a minute.
Wait, you got creative. I got that once. She goes, "You're not going to do that joke about me on Letterman." I'm like, "You like the house? Where do you think all this stuff comes?"
Absolutely.
What do you think? Bed Bath and Beyond sends all this crap over here?
That's the problem she had with happy endings.
Oh.
Was
No,
the
that was
acknowledgement of Pal Talk?
That was no. Well, and what I do when I look at girls on Pal Talk, no, that was the acknowledgement. That was the one she spit at me. I think she knew she couldn't go after book content, so she went after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
All right. So for everybody listening in West Palm Beach, because we're on down there, yes, let's not forget Adam Ferrara leaving the show in a little while and getting on a plane, and he'll be at the Improv Thursday through Sunday.
And I'm sorry our time is up. We have to go to a break. We'll see you next week for your therapy.
Well, we got the final one. Someone wrote down yesterday that they got engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Do we find out next? Do we?
I hope so.
You have to.
It's Opie and Anthony.
Welcome back to the Opie and Anthony program. Opie is a mouthful of vegetables, so I'm bringing us back from break. And we were going to have Seth Green. He has very gracefully said he's going to call tomorrow because we're so behind. You don't want to just blow Seth off. And, of course, Adam Ferrara is going to be at the West Palm Beach Improv tonight through Sunday, I think.
Yes.
Is that correct, Adam?
Yes, correct.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Thursday.
Tomorrow, Thursday through Sunday.
I said tonight, and you said correct.
It's my fault?
All right. Go tonight and stand on line.
Tonight's Rescue Me with Adam Ferrara.
Yes, tonight's
It stars
Rescue Me.
Adam Ferrara.
I knew there was something tonight.
My pal.
There you go, champ.
Finally.
What do you got?
We are down to the last little thing that happened to one of us during vacation. Now, Jimmy Norton has exposed that he had two.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Somebody got engaged over vacation.
Yep, someone in this very room.
A lot of speculation has been going on for the last couple of days.
Is engaged. Yes, engaged to be married. To be wed.
Who wrote down, I got engaged?
Who wrote down, I got engaged?
Who wrote down, I got engaged?
Who did it?
I know who didn't do it.
Who did it?
That would be me.
E-Rock!
E-Rock!
Wow. Are you pregnant?
No.
Shotgun?
No.
So, E-Rock, you got engaged.
Yes.
How did you ask?
Yes, please let us know.
Details.
I did it at the magical world of Disney.
Another one.
You were at Disney?
Yeah. I know you don't like the...
You're marrying a 12-year-old?
Where at Disney were you when you said it?
We were at Cinderella's castle. Right in the center of the Magic Kingdom.
It's getting gayer.
Did you kneel down and ask?
No, I couldn't. In the area that I was in, couldnn't kneel down.
Why not?
Why? Not allowed? No kneeling?
Your pants were too tight?
No, because...
somebody was tapping their foot.
What do you mean you can't kneel down?
Kneel down anywhere.
Because the front and part of the side was set up for a stage show. So the only area available was right off to the side of the castle there, where they had this wishing well.
Did you do it when Jaws popped out of the water?
You're shaking.
Why are you shaking?
Put your hand up.
Put your hand up.
Oh my God, he is shaking talking about this.
Why are you shaking?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Did you do it in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah.
No, but I
Did you have the big ears on?
Did you cry?
No.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
Is she a big Disney fan?
She hadn't been since she was 12, so I figured that this might be something to do. Well, I don't know why I'm freaking out right now.
Why are you?
Oh my God, this is great.
Stand up.
Oh, the freaking out E-Rock.
Stand up.
Wait, Eric.
He's going to faint.
He's having a stroke.
No, he's not.
Stand up.
He's
Thanks, Sam.
Oh, he's crying.
Oh, E-Rock. Oh.
There's no crying and proposing.
Poor Eric. Well, that's good.
E-Rock did tear up when he proposed. Come on.
I
now.
didn't, but I think it just hit.
Oh, look at E-Rock.
Is it happiness or is it terror?
Let me tell you about a little crying I did. It was after my wedding.
About 10 years
And
later.
it lasted for 9 years.
She just saw your bank statement and she's in her office crying. Did I say yes?
E-Rock, why are you crying?
So, Eric, what
E-Rock.
happened? How did
That's
you
great.
ask her? Who wrote I love you cuddles?
That would be Derek after he called me an effing homo.
Okay.
No, good for you.
All right.
I mean, look, this is a big moment in your life. There's you.
Yeah.
There's the Jamboree Bears in front of you.
So what happened, Eric? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Wait.
Oh my God, he can't even think.
He's gone. He is gone.
He can't even think.
He's gone.
Wow.
So what happened?
He's like Jimmy when he gets angry.
Yeah, walk us through this.
Just blacked
Yeah.
out.
All right, so we get there.
By the way, his girl is awesome.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
great.
hell yeah.
We love her.
Not
that matters, because
Yeah.
you're not marrying us, you're marrying her. But it should be said from somebody that you found an awesome woman there.
Yes, I'm very lucky.
So you get there. You knew you were going to ask her?
Yeah, this was all set up a couple months in advance. And so we get there. I'm trying to remember everything. We get there.
I've never seen him this effed up in my life. Wow.
You get there.
So we get there.
Yeah, you got
we get
there.
to the front office. I said, "Oh, we got to get a map for the kingdom and everything." So I go in there. It's arranged where I'm going to meet up. So they have photographers following us. Right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But she has no idea. So we're
She
trying.
just thought you were famous.
No, she didn't.
Wait, you could set this up ahead of time, and then they have kind of like paparazzi dudes
Oh, yeah,
that
they
are
have a whole department for this
undercover
stuff, yeah.
that will just follow and make sure they get shots all day. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, you tell them where you want to do it, where you're going, when, and you don't even realize. But then there's this like whole entourage kind of maybe 50 feet behind you, blending in with the crowd. So we get over to the castle, and we see a lot of the areas are blocked off because of the stage show. So we go all the way around to where the wishing well is.
The wishing well.
The wishing well.
Aw.
Wishing well. Who was that? Terrence
Trent Darby.
Yeah.
So
good one, Jimmy.
They give you suggestions of what to do, where to do it, certain parts of the kingdom. So we're at the wishing well. You have these coins, right?
Oh no!
So
Look at everyone.
Danny's shaking his head.
And if it doesn't work out, she gets half of them.
So she's watching the stage show. There's fireworks going off and everything.
Aww. Come on.
Go ahead.
So you give her the coin, and I have one of these coins. So I'm just leaning over the well, and I throw it in. And I'm like, okay, it's your turn, make a wish. So,
And you disappeared?
All of a sudden, he's taller and black with a much bigger bulge in his pants. I'm sorry, Eric, that's not what happened.
Yeah, of course.
So
apologize. Continue.
Sorry to the blacks out there for that
Yes.
positive stereotype, by the way.
Go ahead.
I apologize ahead of time.
So you throw your thing in, and you say to her, make a wish.
yeah, make a wish. So she takes her coin, throws it in there, and make a wish.
And then you heard a bunch of Goonies yelling at the bottom of the well.
This was my coin.
This is our time. Down here.
At that point, all of a sudden, you had the urge to just jump in.
She throws her coin. I have to. She
Yes,
throws her coin
she
in.
throws her coin in.
She throws the coin in. So I ask her, so what did you wish for? So she's like, oh, I can't tell you that. And I said, well, why not? She goes, then it won't come true. And then...
So you popped her in the head.
No.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Out of luck, more fireworks went off from that stage show. She turned around, right? She's looking up at the fireworks,
Always
and then
with the fireworks.
she turns around back to me, and I go, "Was this what you wished for?" And I have the ring out, right? Now the well is.
She says, "No, you don't give her a question
Yeah.
like that."
All of a sudden,
that door open.
You open it, and it's a bag like our Bud Dwyer had, and you put the gun in your mouth, and she goes, "That's more like it." I'm sorry, that's not what
All
happened.
right, sorry. This is
apologize.
very romantic.
Yes,
We don't
it
know-
is. It
we don't
is.
know how to handle emotion.
We
That's
really
why we're
are a bunch
uncomfortable.
of ghouls.
Yes.
We suck.
We don't know how to handle the.
So you show her the ring and say, is this what you wished for?
Yes.
And what'd she say?
She kind of freaked out. So she's like, "Oh my God, yes." She says yes. Now the well is up about 5 feet, so it's a very small enclosed area. There's really nowhere for you to kneel.
Or to hang yourself.
Yeah. So right as I'm doing this, the photographers come out of the crowd and start taking shots of I'm giving her the ring. She's freaking out, crying. Put the ring on, give her a kiss, and That was it.
And they send you on your way.
No kneeling or nothing.
Couldn't in that area. This was too small.
So you knew you wanted to marry this girl. Were you nervous she was going to say no, or did you know?
No, I didn't think she'd say no, and I told her this too. I didn't think she'd say no, but I thought she might say, I need a little time to think about this.
Oh, that's a no.
You know, you just entered a lifetime of exercise and eating right?
Oh, yeah.
Haircuts. She's a no disrespect to you. She's way hotter than you deserve. So you had better eat right and stay in shape, or she will.
Oh my God!
I'm saying that.
You don't want
this just coming in on the display on all the XM units. It just says E-Rock's doomed. Oh, that is not nice.
Thanks, and this should be said too. We got bakers from all over the country just begging to be the cake maker for E-Rock's wedding.
He can retire.
So you asked her to marry you, and you said, "Did you say will you marry me?"
Yes, I did.
Oh.
And she said yes.
Yes.
That's nice.
And
Cue the dwarfs, take the pictures.
she was. It was kind of hard to get an idea of her emotion because she had these big sunglasses on, and pretty much you just see tears coming out the side of the glasses, but it blocks the rest of her face, so you can't really see that she was
someone
all into it.
Someone is suggesting that you should have proposed on the Dumbo ride. Nothing. That was inbred, Pennsylvania.
So she was crying when you asked her.
Yes.
And she
Did
said
someone,
yes.
did someone suggest to the family, you're not losing a daughter, you're gaining a ton?
So that's,
oh, Ralph.
So that's the answer to the big mystery. E-Rock wrote down that he got engaged over vacation.
Is there a date?
No, not yet.
No date is set.
Where's the honeymoon, Epcot?
E-Rock, I hate to do this to you, but I also got engaged over
vacation. No! Oh, my God! Who cares now about E-Rock's engagement? Wait a minute.
Where'd you do it?
Oh, no!
No one's going to remember that E-Rock got engaged. Enough about you, fat boy.
Hope he went to Adventureland and Farmville. Engaged in the bumper cars. Honey, can I bang you around for the rest of your life?
Hey, good
Did
luck.
someone treat marriage like an adult?
Going into vacation, I knew I was going to get engaged, and I would just start laughing because I heard rumors that E-Rock was also going to get engaged over vacation. Yes. I'm like, poor E-Rock.
Always handing out tear-stained pieces of paper. So Opie?
Yes.
You took the plunge?
Well, I got engaged, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm beyond psyched.
And
to be completely honest with you, a lot of people listen to this radio show, they get confused, but I always believed in the wedding thing and the kid thing and stuff, and you know, I'm gonna go
wedding
for it.
To a kid.
Easy.
Do you know how I found out about it? Is I happened to be walking, because Ope and I live very close to each other.
Yeah.
So I see Lindsay across the street, and I don't recognize her because she's waving at me, and I don't think there's a girl in the neighborhood waving me. I don't know anybody in the neighborhood. So I'm like, I pointed at me, and it was her with her hair up. I'm like, oh, it's Lindsay. So I walk over, and we say hello. I'm like, well, how was your trip? Did you have a nice time? And she's like, yeah, did you talk to Greg? And I'm like,
Greg, who the hell is Greg?
Yeah, but then I'm like, what happened? That's never good. I was like, if I thought something happened that was bad, and I'm like, no, why? Is everything all right? And she's like, yeah, and she has the worst poker face. She has no ability.
She told me later she went into panic mode. She's hiding her hand, and
yeah, it was amazing. It was like she stole something. I'm like, I know there's a hand there. I know the human.
How was she hiding that Buick behind?
Dude, I saw. I'm like,
you guys should be happy. I can't F up this show anytime soon.
We didn't say the word, but I knew it happened. I'm like, really? Congratulations. And I looked at what was on her finger, and I said, I hope you realize that's New York, Boston, Philly, Chicago, and 3 cities to be named later. So it was job security. I've never been happier to see a ring.
To see a ring that big.
Oh, I'm so happy.
And yeah, there's rumors. She's not pregnant. Stop with that crap, please. I beg of you. But no, I've been with Lindsay for like 3 years now, and I'm beyond happy. And yeah, it was down in the Outer Banks, pretty much right in front of her family. That's about 100 to 150 yards down the beach.
E-Rock did that, but her family are dwarves.
A lot of people suggesting this, and I think this is a great idea.
A Brady wedding?
Double wedding.
A Brady wedding?
A double wedding like the Bradys had. E-Rock and Opie.
This played out perfectly because a lot of people started thinking it was me on the message boards, but then they're thinking it was E-Rock, and then it was E-Rock, and then they thought it was over, and then bam!
Yeah.
I never wrote anything down. That was the beauty of the bit.
That's what happened.
E-Rock, when did you know that I got engaged too? Yesterday?
Sure.
When did you know?
Just now.
Oh, really?
You didn't even know until just now?
You didn't know?
I guess we can keep a secret around here.
Wow.
I only told a couple people because I wanted to, do it in this way.
So will my sister Dawn be presiding over anyone's nuptials?
Or presiding.
Presiding, sorry.
Yeah, so it was awesome. It was a good time down there in the Outer Banks, and I'm very happy.
Yeah,
marrying a Philly girl.
God bless you.
And
that should help the Philly ratings.
Any day, yeah. See,
that's how you ask in front of a family. He goes, look, I love your daughter, but as you know, the trends have not been good.
This will get him talking down in Philly. Oh, no, come on.
Now you're officially like Philly.
Yeah.
No, I can't talk any sense into them.
It was funny.
People are saying, no, hey, everyone's different,
I can't wait to see the difference in gifts that everyone gets for Ope. And
oh, no.
Not that there's going to be any financial difference in my gift to you as there is to the boss who provides everything, including my mortgage for me. I just want...
The beauty is I announced my engagement to my fiance.
Your fiance.
First time I'm saying that.
Where's my fiance?
Lindsay.
She's French.
On her first day of school.
Okay, that's creepy.
Do you realize, as you were saying, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, I was going, get your shit and get out.
Whoops.
All right, well.
And no, I did not put the ring in a bikini teeny. The drink of this vacation was the Magic Marlin.
Ah.
Oh, a Magic Marlin.
We'll talk about that tomorrow. We went to the Bikini Teeny bar to celebrate a little bit with her whole family, and guess what? New owners, no more Bikini Teenies down there in the Outer Banks.
Ah, boy.
Lucky for me.
You don't have a date set yet, do you?
No.
Any ballpark figure, date?
You know what I love about this? Everyone forgot about Schmucko over there.
Oh, wait. E-Rock got engaged. Did you get engaged? Maybe hearing something about that.
Where was it?
Where did you...
E-Rock was all excited, and he finally has a moment on this show, and it just gets...
A moment that brought him to tears.
Poor Eric. He was shaking, and then Eric's a very emotional...
He is a very emotional, sweet boy.
He's a sweet guy.
Hey, wow, we got to get off this side of the show, but we got Rob Bartlett on the phone. Rob.
It's a magical morning.
Rob Bartlett from Imus's show. He needs a little help with the gig, right, Rob?
Yeah.
Rob, of course, the guy who did all the great impressions, one of the funniest guys from Imus's show, doing the Kowloon Cafe in Saugus, Mass. I'm just throwing the plug out real quick in case they cut us anywhere. Saugus, Massachusetts, this Saturday. Rob's a great stand-up. Dude, how are you, man?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for the little bump in your book.
Oh, of course, man. Yeah, I mentioned, my pal.
It was hard to read holding it with one hand.
You like the book?
It was. I can't wait for the movie.
Dude, is there anything going on with the show? I mean, of course, everybody wants to know what's going on behind the scenes with Imus and the whole situation.
Well, I've been busy. I've been working on my cabaret act, mostly Mercer, at Puddin' Pants in Soho, and green screening with Adam Ferrara.
You got to come down and green screen with me.
Rob, actually, I was in an improv group when I first started with Rob, and I learned so much, and he's a brilliant comic, so please go see him. Where is he at, Jimmy?
Kowloon Cafe. I'm going to just throw out the number, too.
The Comedy Connection Kowloon there.
Yeah, I call it Kowloon Cafe. What a fruit I am. The Comedy Connection, I've done it. It's 617-248-9700. It's September the 15th. It's this Saturday, I believe.
It's true.
And Rob, have you been in touch with Imus? Have you guys been chit-chatting?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we call every night. We
sure.
That would be a big no. Rob, you should come in and do the show.
Okay, cool.
We would like to have you in.
Like tomorrow.
Yeah. I would like to see the new studio.
It's wonderful. It's duplicate of the CBS.
Rob, we got to
station.
get off this side of the show. We just want to get the plug in fast, but like either call in tomorrow or come in and we could like catch up a little
Why
bit.
don't you come in?
Yeah. No, I'm serious. Well, we'll have E-Rock call you.
Come in.
I'll be there, honey.
All right, Rob.
All right, Rob.
Take care, Rob.
We'll talk to Rob more tomorrow. We're just have run out of
It'll
this.
be good to see Rob. He is a great comic, and if you're in Massachusetts, don't be an ass. Go to see him and support him because he was wrongly fired. Comedy Connection, Kowloon in Saugus.
You know what?
Saturday.
Fast Freddy from Jamaica Station. He goes, I bet Opie cried. Let me tell you something. I did.
Good for you.
I did.
In front
I have
of the
no
whole
problem
family?
admitting that. The tears were kind of like dried up by the time we went back to the family, but then a few more were shed because it was a very happy moment.
Yeah, of course.
The whole family, the whole Philly crew, big time into this. Big time.
Good.
And it was
That's
really,
great.
really good to see.
Were they all crying too? Her brothers, and I met her dad.
Everybody was just
a big blubbering.
Well, we had
of nice people.
Well, because then
Nice.
it was on a beach, which was perfect for me. It was perfect for her because it was in front of her family. And then it was a huge celebration as the sun is going down for the rest of the day with Dom Perignon that I snuck down there and beers and music.
You know who's crying now?
It was awesome.
Stalker Patty.
Yeah, Suicide
It's
Watch.
over, Stalker Patty.
You had Sunset Family and Magic Fish drinks. He had the teacups.
Who? Who are you referring to?
Oh, that's right. I
yeah.
forgot.
Oh, yeah,
E-Rock.
E-Rock. Congratulations.
Congrats,
on whatever
man.
you announced today. I forgot already.
What happened
Something
to you
about
on
that.
this break?
I don't know. Adam, West Palm Beach Improv starting tomorrow through Sunday, and Rescue Me tonight with our pal Dennis Leary on FX, 10 o'clock.
Thanks, pal.
All right, we got to get out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Goodbye.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Did we lose Adam?
No, he's coming.
Here we are. It's Opie and Anthony on XM Satellite Radio.
Can I tell you when Ecstasy of the Gold started?
Ecstasy of the Gold?
Isn't that what it's called?
Ecstasy of the Gold.
Whatever.
It just sounded funny how you said it. Ecstasy of the Gold.
Of the Gold.
Of the Gold.
When Ecstasy of the Gold started, I decided to check my email on my iPhone.
I was going to say I love the iPhone. But
Yeah,
I don't have an iPhone.
Fantastic iPhone.
Yeah.
It is still trying to open the sign-in page
To,
because they went with the slower web. Why did they go with the slow? Can somebody call me, please, a tech guy, explain why fucking Steve Jobs went with the slower web service? We know why he went with AT&T. Because they're a cunt service, and he could straddle their shoulders and fuck their mouths, and they would take it. We all know that's why he went with AT&T, because Verizon had self-esteem. They're like, no, we're not giving you a piece of the phone calls.
Can I be the moderator, by the way? I find this hilarious because we have two main people from the Opie and Anthony show that have iPhones. Two out of the three here, right?
Yeah.
Anthony loves his iPhone. Can't get enough of his iPhone. Talks about it all the time to the point where, like, all right, enough about the iPhone. We get it. And then you got Jimmy in this other corner here that can't stand it. And he's minutes away from throwing it out this window.
But I will say this. Technologically, it's an amazing thing. What annoys me it makes me livid beyond comprehension, is that the things that I don't like about it could have been avoided. These are not technical glitches. This is a well-made, brilliant piece of technology. The calendar's great. Everything about it is great. Mm-hmm. But what do? They go with AT&T because they're going to get a piece of the phone call so they can bully AT&T. Because AT&T is basically a bunch of faggots. And they know what their job is to get on their hands and knees, open their assholes, and say, anyone from Cupertino, come on in. No condoms required. But the web service on this, to say it sucks a dick would be to do a disservice to Larry Craig and all other men who love a cock buried in their gut.
Well, we don't know about Larry Craig.
Okay, just a guess, considering he was arrested.
I got things to pay for. I don't know that that's true about Larry Craig at this time,
I say
sir.
I say it in humor.
All right.
I will note that the
Do you like the web browser they're in?
the browser, yeah, it could be faster. Hell yeah.
Way to put it.
But-
Mailing a letter and stapling your thoughts to a turtle's back and saying, "Go, bring it to who I
But
need."
my email, I'm just using the mail icon. I hit it, and here's my email.
I don't do that.
Why? That's
Because
what
I
it's
don't-
set up for.
I'll tell you.
You're taking a Ferrari and using it to drive the kids to school.
No, I'm not. I'm taking a Ferrari and I just want to go on a different road. And for some reason, the only fucking road the Ferrari goes fast on is the one road especially built in Cupertino. Whereas the rest of the fucking internet is not based on that road. So it's like, and me and Sam knows more about this stuff than I do. And I think, what's it called? What did they go with? EV, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah.
EV.
Eventually, your shit will come. Sam, can you explain to me? And Sam raised it because I didn't know why they did it.
Can I jump on really fast?
Sure.
Ecstasy of the Gold, performed by the Motley Crue.
The Motley Crue.
Ecstasy of Gold?
Ecstasy of
It's
Gold.
I don't even know, to be honest with you.
It is Ecstasy of Gold.
But just funny how you said the
I
gold.
loved it.
Ecstasy of the
I wanted him to say it again.
Because he kind of just paused of the gold.
The gold. Sam.
Yes, Sam. Hold on. You on?
Technological whiz kid. Is that what you are now?
No, I was just saying that they went with, I think, the Edge network instead of the G3 network. And my only assumption would be that because they want to be able to put out the next iPhone and say it's 4 times faster.
Get those stock prices up with the new phone and the new announcement and the more gigs, which you could have put on the first phone. But meanwhile, first generation iPhone buyers, just open your mouth wider and take the fucking load. We're going to fire down your throat. And I'm a dummy. I never go with first generation shit, but I did.
Can I be honest with you, Jimmy?
Yes, baby girl.
The reason that anybody right now is carrying around an iPhone is it's a status symbol.
I'll be honest.
You wanted to be one of the first ones to have it. You got it. Here's what I gave up for an iPhone.
Yeah, service.
I gave up
Quality. Speed. Listening to your party when they call you. I'll tell you what you gained. What? Hello. What? Hello. It's me. I'm echoing. It's me. Caulfield. 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 Hi, Caulfield.
I gave up television. I had television on my other phone. I was able to watch Fox News and everything like that. I gave up video recording. I had a video recorder. I was able to do that. I gave up the ability to text people photographs, which I did a lot of. There's a lot of fun to do things like that. Speed. Why? To have an iPhone. I wanted to see what it was all about. I wanted to see, and I knew that the second generation one's going to be better, as will the third. It's just like the original iPod. The original iPod, if you look at it now, it sucks ass.
It was a bit clunky.
A bit clunky, exactly. Oh, clunky.
Clunky.
And now they're going to be coming out with a new one that's going to be amazing. But the next generation iPhone, and it is exactly that. They don't want to put out a product that is going to make people go, well, I'll have this for about 10 years. And then they go, okay, we'll just shut our doors. Goodbye, we're out of business. So they fuck you with the first one, and then they slowly build it better and better. Remember when the megahertz and computers used to come out every few months? You'd get the 333 processor, the 666, and then the oh my God, we're up to like a gig. It was amazing. And every fucking 6 months, you were left in the dirt. That's what they're doing.
I know, I understand that. But this is also the same company that had everything first. They're the originators.
Yeah.
And yet, Windows is in 80% of the world's computers or something like that. And I think because they didn't fucking want to license the software, they wanted to be motherfuckers. And this is what you get. And it's a great company. I'm not shitting, not even because they sponsor the CBS side. For real, I love my fucking Mac.
Yeah.
I love it. But this enrages me because I know what they could have done with it, and I know exactly why they did it, And I don't care about the status symbol. It actually, I was so dumb, it looked like a good product to me. It looked like you can sync it with your fucking Mac. Everything's going to move quickly. You're on the internet fast. Because fucking stupid. Fucking Mr. Freeze, cunt face Bob Kelly.
You're blaming Bob.
Well, Bob.
Fucking pile of shit. Was rated, Dad, you go on, you open, he showed me with his little fucking rotten dick-beating fingers how you go zap.
You pinch. You pinch the pictures open and close, and they get bigger and smaller.
Fucking lonely fingers on the screen. You go, fuck, and it opens up the web pages. But what fucko didn't tell me is that Wi-Fi, you can't just sign on to networks unless you have a password. Nobody has a password for every fucking cocksucking network. So if you're home or if you're at the Comedy Cellar, like we always are, and have free Wi-Fi, boom, it's very fast.
Yeah.
But everywhere else in the world, it fucking
Well, isn't that like any computer? If you're at an airport, you're going to get free Wi-Fi. If you're somebody where it's some fucking upper crusty cafe that is going to want you to pay, or a hotel or something like that, you got to pay for it. But the Wi-Fi works fine when you're in a free Wi-Fi.
But they could have went with a faster one where it wouldn't have been such a disparity.
Why is Sam awkwardly holding the mic still?
I don't know. But he's adorable.
And he knows how to keep a secret. I learned something today. And Dan is not happy about that.
Oh.
Am I wrong, Sam?
No, you're not wrong.
Thank you.
What did you have before that was faster?
BlackBerry. My fucking Verizon. That fucking douchebag they have. Can you hear me now? I'd love him to be embroiled in some sort of a fucking internet child porn scandal. I can't tell you my disdain for that fucking guy.
Might be a bit harsh.
That's as nice as I can be. That's as nice as I can be.
Nice as I can be.
As I see his fucking dumb nerd face everywhere I go. But you know what? Verizon's service is fucking great. I don't know. I'm one of these silly geese that thinks I should be able to make phone calls in Manhattan.
Wherever you
Just
are.
a little suburb called Manhattan that I fucking live in. Caulfield.
Dude, I got 3 phones in my new place, and I got to get a landline.
Oh, are you having problems
And
still?
I never wanted a landline since the cell phone thing happened.
Yeah, we're on the west
I got
side.
3 different phones. I got a business phone, a personal phone, and then Lindsay's got her phone. None of the phones work well in the freaking apartment.
Yeah, I had the same problem.
So now I got to get a landline on top of all this.
That's odd.
It's where we
It's New York City, for fuck's sake.
I don't know what that's all about, but I'm sorry about that, Jimmy.
It's okay. I feel nauseous. And
it was all during
Jimmy.
ecstasy of the gold.
Ecstasy of the gold. Can I have somebody go get me some pretzel nuggets?
You all right?
What
What
I feel like I'm
happened?
gonna
What
puke.
happened, Jimmy?
I
He's
ate some
just
carbs.
so aggravated.
Yeah. I'm so annoyed right now. But I'm also, I think I drank too much coffee and didn't eat enough. But I feel like I'm going to vomit, so.
All right. Make sure you vomit while we're on.
It might be the rage.
It could be.
Yeah, when you get
It's
worked
not
up.
even rage, dude. When Ecstasy of Gold starts and I'm trying to get my email real quick, and then all of a sudden we're 40 minutes into the show, and I still see that fucking faggoty ball circles going nowhere. I'm like, you know what? You could have made this better. You could have made it better, dude. That's what bothers me. If it was on Wi-Fi, I know they could have made it better. And I just think of his stupid fucking balding face and his dumb, get the fucking LASIK surgery, motherfucker. You're the CEO of Apple. The fucking dumb glasses. That said,
I just
my
know this.
PC is shit.
Yeah.
I hated it, and I
Yeah.
love the Apple computer. I love my Mac.
Yeah.
Love it. I'm getting a Mac desktop. Not for free, obviously, after these tirades.
I have one. I was
I
trying
have
to
one. Love it.
my G5. I'm trying to hook it up to my network last night, and I just wanted to bang my fucking head against a wall. I have the worst problem with networking my computers, and it's because I don't remember what I did the time before because I went through 10 hours of bullshit that time. So I get on, I do everything I'm supposed to do with the router and set everything up. I plug in the fucking Ethernet cable. I'm ready to go. But no internet connection. What the fuck?
But you figured it out once before.
Oh, once. Like 8 times. And each time there were 1,000 steps of trial and error. So I don't know. It's always a fucking problem with a network. Always. So now I'll go home later before the gym and fuck around with that and try to get that working. computers are just, they can be, everything can be so much easier.
But you know what's great about Apple, and this is what I love about this thing. I wanted to print something the other day. All I got to do is plug in the printer, and it does it.
Oh, yeah.
Windows and their faggoty drivers, and fuck you.
Download and all kinds of
compatibility.
shit,
And
right.
the new hardware wizard. Did it really find new hardware? Good, because I plugged it in. We all knew it was there. It wasn't a secret.
Wizard.
The fuck, but no, the new hardware wizard. Guess what I found? I don't know, jerk off. The thing I plugged into the USB. You fucking cunt.
We have located the hardware. Yeah, I bought it. I put it next to the computer. Why are you bragging that you found it? I just plugged it in.
With your wizardry.
The wizardry.
There's some wizardry.
Here's all of my wizardry, and I located the thing you plugged in. My fucking Mac doesn't brag. I plug it in. It's understood that it's going to locate shit because it's a fucking computer, and that's what it does.
That is so funny. It's like Windows has located a new piece of hardware.
How amazing. Maybe I should brag. And the human plugged the fucking thing in.
I bought it, fucko.
Exactly. And I didn't put my foot through your screen, which I easily could have and should have done.
You needy piece of shit.
Well, what's the exclamation point in the yellow box? Conflict. Port number 3207 is in use. Try fucking find... What?
Why can't they just have ports A, B, C, and D? That's what all USB should be. A, B, C, and...
Color-coded. What?
You know what? You're right.
I don't know. Something.
I can't open... I have AOL, and I know it's archaic, but I've been using it for years. And I use a regular Explorer.
There's training wheels.
And I know, but I still like it. But I don't use it for everything, just basically email.
It's adorable.
My AOL will just not open on my Mac. For some reason, AOL for Mac, it works in other places, but it's something to do with my internet connection. My girlfriend and I cannot video conference. Video conferencing on Mac is great. Like, when you're away, you just boot it up and you fucking video conference with your
the
friend.
iChat thing.
You're jerking off within minutes.
Thank you.
You're
That
jacking.
is exactly what it is and what you do.
The wizard
Although I don't
found
like-
an erection.
Well, I don't like the fact. Yes.
You have just put your dick in your... I've detected cum on my monitor.
Does your computer locate your jacking?
But what I don't like about it is that the fucking I have to get an external camera because the camera is built in
Yes.
to the top.
So you got to tilt the...
Now I have to type while the fucking camera's aimed at my cock. So you can see my fucking little chubby legs splayed out on the bed and my hands typing. Hey, I'm one over on the keyboard, so I'm not typing right. I'd love to asterisk 35Q you. What?
Yeah, what?
Excuse me, Keith from Long Island, he writes, Apple went with Edge 2.5G instead of the UMTS/HSDPA 3G because 3G requires a lot more power and would drain the battery much quicker, and Apple wanted to proclaim a long battery life. The battery would die 30% quicker if it was a 3G.
Well, then how about this?
This guy lives in his mother's basement.
Thank God for that guy. And how about this, Apple? Instead of worrying about the battery life and the stock price, you can fucking brag. How about you make a fucking attachment for it that gives longer battery life? Or how about you make the battery fucking replaceable so I can fucking charge one while one is in use like I could with all my other fucking phones, so you have a battery that you can take off. Why does the battery... Where was I in these meetings?
Everything's enclosed.
Oh, cow.
They don't want you poking around in there.
No, the only people I can touch, take it to the Genius Bar. They'll
The Genius
Let's go to the Genius Bar. What time's your next class at the Genius Bar? I'm having problems. Genius Bar.
They got the Genius Bar.
They
you have a
don't.
problem, you go down there, and there's people qualified to take care of your needs.
And they are. By far, their customer service blows
Well.
away those shit dicks that I had to deal with at Dell. I'm sorry, but they
Time to
fucking-
start writing. What about the spy sweeper?
Spy sweeper.
What do you think of the spy sweeper on your computer?
I don't know what this. That's one thing I love about Windows. Whenever I boot it up, fucking McAfee, that fucking jerk off antivirus thing just starts scanning, and I keep telling it, stop scanning.
Stop it already.
You motherfucker, it was off. It didn't pick up any viruses when it was off.
Every time you turn that fucker on, it comes on, would you like to download this? Would you like to scan? And I go, no. And then it goes, the next time you boot it up or you look at it, boom, there it is again. So I go, all right, I'll tell you when. Would you like to remind, would you like, you can remind me when to fucking whatever. So I click it and I go, 2 days. That's the longest they let you go. And then it comes back, hello, McAfee.
McAfee would like to remind you. I remember.
Do you take advantage of reporting errors?
No.
Oh, my God, that one. Would you like to report? I like that. You get the crash, you Control-Alt-Delete, and then would you like to report this?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is reading 8 gazillion reports that have to be pouring in?
Right. Anthony from Long Island.
Yeah, let me look at this one.
This has got to be an
this is
error
serious.
message.
He was looking at the New York radio message board, and his Explorer crashed for a second.
Does
get someone
Norton
right
do
out.
the same thing, or is it just McAfee?
Norton antivirus.
I don't think I had the problems with Norton. I think McAfee is just, you know what McAfee is? It's a fucking nudge. McAfee is a nudge.
A nudge.
I'm going to scan, and I'd rather eat it and slow everything down. But you did say 2 days ago that I could scan it today. I know that. I didn't mean it. I was just trying to shut you up. But you did kind of promise today.
Nudge.
It's a shoulder tapping program. Excuse me, we'd like to put... I'm protected. I'm fine. But what about your firewall? It's fine. Thank you. Did you update the info? Yes. Leave me alone. Like a Jewish mother. I just forgot to tell you. All right.
There are new viruses that you may not have downloaded the cures for.
Did you know that we've been doing some... We know. I'm okay.
You should put on a coat. It's cold outside.
I'm trying.
I'm not on Kazaa downloading horse dick sucking videos. .exe. I understand.
What about pop-up blockers? Yeah, you're a big fan of the pop-up blockers?
They never get old. I need one program. Hey, how about AOL? Stop with the fucking spy this and the spy that. I have antivirus for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of McAfee. McAfee, you know what it is? It can fucking eat my asshole. That's my official McAfee line.
You should send that report in.
Eat my asshole.
Eat my asshole. I'm going with Norton.
Yeah.
Can we play the Matt Besser phone call now? The tech support call?
Oh,
remember
please.
the Jimmy Stewart guy?
Oh, that guy rules.
This guy rules.
Keep your chin up.
Imitating Jimmy Stewart. He's like the tech support. Some lady had a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, and the AOL cancellation. Yeah, we haven't played that in a while. Yep. Yeah, we got some fun.
Oh, that's always fun.
Which one you want to do? The
well, I went through that AOL cancellation thing myself because I had noticed that I had been paying for AOL for 2 AOL accounts and I think this is how AOL makes their money. I've been paying for 2 AOL accounts for 10 years.
Right.
I stopped using AOL probably 8 years. For 8 years I was paying for 2 accounts that I never even ever used.
Did you try to cancel them?
Yeah, finally I would just, because it was on my Amex. And I was just like, I just would let it go. I wouldn't even look. Or I'd be like, maybe I'll use it. Or I just never thought about it. So I called him up and I said, I want to cancel these 2. Why? Because I never use it. Never use it. Well, you're coming around to a billing cycle that really, you get another month here. So if you want to cancel after that month, you could call back. No.
Cancel?
Cancel it right now.
Now.
Can we give you 3 months free? And I was like, no, I want this canceled right now. Dude, they wouldn't cancel it. To the point where I got off the phone after about an hour with total confidence that the accounts were canceled. And then the next bill that showed up, it was billed again. I still had AOL. They're amazing at how they will not cancel your fucking account.
You got to get the name of these, and I call them shit heaps, for lack of a better term. But they really are. Picture it, not even pieces of shit, because a piece is nice and tapered and kind of looks better than you think it will on your chest. But a shit heap is like a vegan shit.
It's a heap.
It's all fucking feta cheese. I don't know if vegans even eat cheese. Whatever. Fuck vegans. They're shit heaps. Get their name immediately. Hi, and who am I speaking to? They'll be happy to give it to you.
Oh.
And then once you got the name, record the conversation too. I got to figure out how to hook up this phone thing where I can record conversations.
Yeah.
Because then you just blast them on the air.
Yeah. We could play the Jimmy Stewart tech call.
Yeah, play that, and then the AOL cancellation.
They're saying that we played it during our vacation, but come on, man.
Shit. I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it, and our names are on the marquee. I mean, I haven't heard that bit in a long time. All right, we'll start with the Jimmy Stewart tech call.
Yeah.
This is Matt Besser. He's a very funny guy. He used to be part of Upright Citizens Brigade.
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Was he really a tech guy?
No, what happened was he was just a dude, hanging out in his apartment. His number was very close to tech support, so he just said, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to
started recording him.
And started recording this shit.
Oh, God, that's fucking
great.
UCB is a great little place was it 28th Street in New York?
I don't know.
Fucking great shows there, man.
Yeah.
Well, here's Matt Besser.
Tech support. Hi. I'm trying to get on the Barnes & Noble line, and I can't. Oh, what's your problem? The problem is that every time I try to dial it, it comes up that they can't get through and to call tech support. We gotta be more specific, but we're gonna get through this. We're gonna turn this thing around. Great. Do you use your toolbar? Yeah, I guess. What's the toolbar? Well, you gotta use your toolbar. That's where your icons are that we're gonna have to use to fix this problem. We're gonna get through this though. Just gotta keep your chin up. Okay, I hope so. Do you have a Mac or on the PCs? I have a PC. I have a desk. Oh, that's good. It's a fine instrument. I also have the disc. I have the Barnes & Noble disc. Oh, you got the disc? Yeah, and it's... Oh, with the disc, that's great. That's great. Still not working. The sun's on the horizon. We're going to turn this thing around. Great. Okay. Put your disc in. It's in? Okay, I'll boot up your computer. You have to restart your computer. Okay, I got to go to shutdown. That's where your toolbar is. You got to grab hold of it. Okay, shut down, restart. Oh, grab a hold of your toolbar. Okay, I have that. Now, do you want me to go to restart? Okay, you gotta stay focused now. Don't get all upset. No, I'm not. All right, now you got to turn it off, but then you're gonna see the restart. Hey, you check restart. Okay, you want me to press... Okay, I understand what you're saying. You want me to press shutdown or restart? Restart. Okay. You gotta stay focused here. You lose your cool. Okay, you're making me confused, though, so I'm... No, well, take a breath. I'm taking a breath. All right, just calm down, take a breath. So I press restart. Yeah, well, calm down now. You can't yell at me here. I'm not yelling at you. Okay. It's just, it's frustrating. What's happening? www.dell.com came up on my screen. So it'll be a minute or two now. Okay. Making all noises and what have you. But I left the CD in there. Is that good, or should I take it out? CD-ROM, right? Yep. I'll stick a music CD in there. No, it's not a music CD. Oh, I'm not joking. No, It'll break your computer. Oh, no. It's like throwing vinegar on a horse's ass. Really? Well, that's a new expression on me. I hadn't heard that one. Excuse me? I haven't heard that, throwing vinegar on a horse's ass before. Well, try it. You're going to get kicked in your head. I guess so. I don't spend much time around horses, so it wouldn't be something I know. Oh, yeah. If you don't spend time around horses, you end up making a jackass out of your own self. Well, that could be. Where are you located now? Houston. Oh, Houston? Okay, well. Well, what? Well, Where are you from? New York City. Oh, that's right, the 212. Right, so, we don't have a lot of horses around. Yeah, but you got a lot of jackasses up there. Well, that's for sure. That's for sure. We're looking at 10 inches of snow on Saturday.
Well, I say, you don't look at the 10 inches. You step out in there, you get out there, and you work. You shovel up that snow and turn things around.
Oh, you're right. Okay, now, it came up here. Yahoo Messenger cannot connect.
Yahoo, hee-haw.
At the end of the call?
Yeah, there's no real good ending.
Yeah,
but it's still really funny,
It's
man.
the trip.
It's the trip on that one.
That is
Yeah.
great.
People are
That's great.
suggesting that Rocco should be tech support. Dude, turn on your computer, dude.
We should try to get. So maybe Matt Besser has some more calls that he has.
Yeah, he probably does.
Like
I'm
under-
sure if he had
Jimmy
that
Stewart.
number that was close there. That is damn funny.
And
You gotta
Brian-
grab your toolbar. Toolbar.
Brian from St. Louis. Guys, I got to tell you, I love Angry, not in love Jimmy. So much better than pussy whipped Cumsies kisses Jimmy.
Cumsies kisses.
He's killing.
Jimmy, when I'm in a relationship, I mean, I'm not going to be who I'm not. I'm happy sometimes, sometimes I'm not.
Of course.
I will miss, if we break up, I will miss attention-seeking drill. That made me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was so annoying because she literally would come next to my cheek and go, "Bah," and make a drill noise until I gave her attention and kissed her.
Attention-seeking
She would
drill.
just go, look, attention-seeking drill. I'm like, enough. Thank you.
You think you'll work it out? You think you'll work it out, Jimmy?
I don't know. I mean,
We hope so.
me too.
It's those stupid things that the girls do that get you.
She makes me laugh.
See, stupid things like that, they'll get you.
That and the way she drinks my cum. I mean, those things. I'm just saying. It's a whole package.
I understand you're just saying. All right.
It's not just attention-seeking
I
drill.
got it, I got
Occasionally she'll do the attention-seeking drill on my ball bag. How do you know? Plenty of attention focused.
Scotch88 is saying the attention should be a backhand if she's doing that.
But no, it makes me laugh. I mean, you know, it's very rare you date a girl who really makes you laugh.
Yeah.
And she really makes me laugh. Not in a polite, all right, let me laugh because my chick said something way.
So you were laughing at the corner of the 20th and...
Oh yeah, as I visualized a Jake LaMotta moment. It's like this fucking cock was bigger than yours. As I visualized that, I smiled.
E-Rock suggesting attention-seeking drill dough today. Probably our most overplayed bit since going to XM.
Well,
Hey, Matt Besser, he's got that CD out. Yeah, May I Help You, Dumbass. There's more calls on there. And there might be some stuff on his website, mattbesser.com. Tell him
Look
Opie
that
and
up.
Anthony sent you.
Let's pilfer some stuff.
Well, why not?
Let's
They're
work
funny.
for us.
Hey, you want to do AOL cancellation going into break? So
Yeah.
the people that already heard it while we were on vacation, they could step away for a while.
Yeah, I got to take a piss anyway, so people that have heard it, do the same.
Yeah, all right. Here's AOL cancellation. This guy just loses his mind. It's Opie and Anthony with Adam Ferrara, who's on Rescue Me tonight at 10 on FX.
Hi, this is John at AOL. How may I help you today?
I want to cancel my account.
Sorry to hear that. Go ahead and pull your account up here real quick. Can I have your name, please?
Vincent.
Hey, Vincent. And for privacy and security, can I have last 4 digits of your payment method, please? All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Been in this account for a long time?
Yep.
It's just quite a bit. What was causing you to turn this off today?
I just don't use it anymore.
Do you have a high-speed connection like a DSL or cable?
Yep.
Okay. How long have you had that? The high
Years.
speed?
Years.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm showing a lot of usage on this account.
Yeah, a long time ago. Not recently.
Well, the POPs account was on 71 hours since the 24th of last month.
No, he wasn't. He doesn't even have the AOL software installed on his computer. You're looking at AIM usage, probably.
No, it's AIM usage doesn't come on to this.
He doesn't have the AOL software installed on his computer.
Now, this is your father then?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at this account.
Either way, whatever you're saying.
Well, what's causing one to turn this off today?
I don't use it and he doesn't use it, so we're canceling. I'm telling you he doesn't use the account. The software is not even on his computer. So.
Well, okay. I mean, is there a problem with the software itself?
No, I don't use it. I don't need it. I don't want it. I just don't need it anymore.
Okay. So when you use this, I mean, use the computer, I'm saying. Is that for business or for
Dude, what
for
difference
school?
does it make? I don't want the AOL account anymore. Can we please cancel it?
Well, on June 2nd, this account was signed on. It's been on for 72 hours on June 2nd.
I don't know how to make it any clearer.
Last month was 545 hours of usage.
I don't know how to make this any clearer, so I'm just going to say it one last time. Cancel the account.
Well, explain to me why.
I'm not explaining anything to you. Cancel the account.
Well, what's the matter, Vince? I mean, I'm just trying to help here.
You're not helping me. You're helping me with
I am trying to help.
Helping me. Listen, I called to cancel the account. Helping me would be canceling the account. Please help me and cancel.
No, it wouldn't actually.
Cancel
Turn
my
off
account.
your account.
Cancel the account.
Worst thing that.
Cancel the account.
Is your dad there?
My dad. I'm the primary person on the account, not my dad. Cancel the account.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to figure out.
Cancel the account. I don't know how to make this any clearer for you. Cancel the account. The card is mine in my name. Okay. The account is mine and in my name. When I say cancel the account, I don't mean help me figure out how to keep it. I mean cancel the account.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know what anybody's done to you, Vincent, but this is...
You're annoying the shit out of me. That's what you're doing to me. Cancel the account, please.
Okay. And that goes both ways, my friend.
Good. Could you please cancel the account?
All right. Someday, when you calm down, you're going to realize all I was trying to do was help you, and it was actually in your best interest to listen.
Wonderful. Okay, yeah, great.
When that epiphany happens, then just give us a call back. Wait. As a process your cancellation request, let me tell you about a free benefit available for valued members like yourself. We'll continue to provide you some features available.
Don't want it. I know the drill. I don't even want it. Don't even bother.
If you want me to cancel this account, you're going to let me speak and give this paragraph, okay? Because if not, we can star you all day. I really don't care, to be honest with you. But you're going to listen to me if you want this turned off. So, can I speak now?
Go right ahead.
Thank you. Appreciate that. As I process your cancellation request, I'd like to tell you about a free benefit available for valued members like yourself. We will continue to provide you some features of the AOL service even after the membership has been canceled. At AOL.com, you can keep your existing email, buddy list, address book, and more at no cost for as long as you like. There's no catch. Just as AOL's way of continuing our relationship with you, we know you'll enjoy keeping your same email. Just go to AOL.com, log into the screen name and password. An email confirming the cancellation will be delivered to your free AOL.com email within 24 hours. Complete this cancellation with us with all important details to Soul Life Connect.
On the next Opie and Anthony show, Opie and Anthony face their toughest challenge yet.
Hey, this is Jim Norton.
Listen as one man describes an addiction.
Wherever there were cocks, there was me.
And how he went from one cock to many.
I was taking 100 a night. What do you think of them apples?
Then you'll hear a horrifying tale of a bukkake party gone wrong.
Blurka, 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 blurka. All over my fat, colorless stomach. You can't tell where the cum ends and my skin begins. A blurka, blurka, blurka.
Plus, an ending you won't want to miss.
That's right. I say a couple of men do some docking and settle this.
It all happens on the next Opie and Anthony show.
Adam Ferrara in studio.
I'm still upset over that AOL call.
What happened?
It enraged me.
Yeah. That guy did get fired, though.
He did?
Yeah.
Good.
Supposedly, yeah.
I was ready to go Norton on him.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
I would love to, by the way, while we're on break, Adam reminded me of something, because I forgot. I didn't realize it until I had, I was so naive, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is like an iPod as well as a phone. It's everything. So I say to myself, you know what, Jimbo? You got your iPod/phone. I have a few tunes on here. I say, while I'm down at the comedy show the other night, let me pop in my old headphones, which I brought along. Because this way I can go to, because they do have Wi-Fi there, so I can watch some YouTube, listen to some music. But what I didn't realize is that when they sell you the iPhone, they don't tell you that if you want to use... See, I can't use the headphones they give you with these things because I have fucking fetus ears. So I can only use special headphones. I can't use those. They hurt my head.
Earbuds.
You can't use the buds.
Cannot use them.
Aww.
They hurt me. So if you want to use any other headphones on the planet, why would they fit? You gotta buy an adapter.
Oh, because there's a little divot in there.
It's recessed.
Yeah, it's recessed.
One more way to dig a few more fucking dollars.
Shekels.
Just, you know what? We didn't fuck you hard enough on this first generation. How about a couple of more shekels. Well, you want to listen to your own headphones, do you? Fuck you. Pay me.
After I come on you, I'm going to spit in your eye.
That is exactly what it is. I know I said I'd tell you when I'm coming, but I didn't, and you swallowed it. And now here's some that's left over on my helmet. Clean it up with your hair. So you can't fucking you gotta buy a special adapter. Of course, just another way to stick their dick down your throat. And I love the fact that everybody thinks Apple is this fucking amazingly hip company. They are as savage and as business oriented as any company ever has been.
All right. No hippie organization anymore.
Cupertino. We live in Cupertino. Shitty name for a town. You know what I call
Should
it?
be called Fuckville.
Yeah, Fuckville. Or Shit Heap Town.
Shit heap. Oh.
I was trying to calm Jimmy down. We haven't calmed him down in a while.
No.
We got Jimmy's calming music, but looks like he's calm now. You all right,
Yeah.
Jimmy?
I feel all right.
All right, good.
I've been better.
My food pocket's acting up today.
No, stop with the food pocket. Stop with the food pocket.
Last time I got my teeth cleaned, Adam, my dentist got me all paranoid. He says I have a food pocket.
What the hell is that? What are you, a
that
marsupial?
That I got to keep clean. And every once in a while, I'll feel my food pocket acting up.
Wait a
So
minute.
I got to chomp on some gum right now.
You got a place where food collects?
That's what a food pocket is. Took all these years to find out.
I went to the dentist. Apparently, I have occlusions. Ooh. They're not good and they're very expensive
What are
to fix.
occlusions?
They're like when you have it's like a little concave thing in your fillings.
Yeah.
And you got to get them fixed.
Why?
Why? Because they need money.
I
My
mean, what
dentist
is
is
it-
Apple. I said I don't feel any pain, and they always it's like the Dianetics test. You know when you take the stress test. If you ever did those, you see people giving you this free stress test. You like. I take the test and they go, thank God you're here. You could snap at any minute. Whenever I go to the dentist, it's like, you could die tomorrow. You have to have this
Because of your teeth?
Yeah.
You took that Dianetics test?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
I was under tremendous stress.
Don't you understand that you hold on to two little handles
I know.
or something and
I
it's
know.
just all bullshit?
I know, I realized it.
How are your thetans?
My thetans? I had a lot of engrams.
Did you?
Yeah, they told me. I said, what's an engram? They goes, well, it's something that's blocking you from getting to your ultimate goal. And I looked at the guy and went, you're a fucking engram. Get out of my way. I'm getting on the subway.
Well,
How do they say to cure that? Like you have to hop
go
on
back-
one leg and blow John Travolta? Like what's the cure for this one?
No, you have to run around Scientology and deny the same way we do.
Right.
Happily married, are you?
Yep. Put on the boat
Fucking
clothing.
haven that place is. We all know what you're a haven for. Everyone knows it.
I never heard that one.
What?
Well, that it's a haven for it. I just
That's my
assumed a
point.
lot of the celebrities that were drawn in there might be.
My thought was that it was a haven for certain people. It's a very close-knit community, fiercely protective, a very, very powerful legal team. And I understand that, I'm guessing that it's just I think it's a safe place for certain people to be themselves. Like when they have to be photographed one way in one place, but in this place...
Oh, so they can, like, whoop it up.
I don't know.
Have a lot of fun.
Let your freak flag fly.
I'm just feeling that's what it is. I've always thought that. No one has told me that. That's what I think.
Oh. Wow.
Well, didn't L. Ron dress like Paul Lynn with the sailor hats? And
I don't know anything about L. Ron Hubbard.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is like half-ass science fiction writer or
Yeah.
some crap like that.
Bad science fiction.
And
writer,
then
clothing.
I believe in an author.
took some of it. Who?
That's the new religion, man. A lot of people are into L. Ron Hubbard. I believe in Chuck Palahniuk.
As God or something?
Yeah.
You're a Palahniuk?
Fight Club is my Bible.
That's L. Ron Hubbard?
boy.
Wow, he does. Oh, come on. Wow.
Remember the Montclair cigarette ads?
Oh.
L. Ron Hubbard looks.
He's got an ascot.
And look at that faraway look he's got.
Oh, boy.
You have evil in you. It must be taken out.
Yes,
You know, he looks like Zsa husband who said he fathered Anna Nicole's baby.
What you mean? This?
Baron von Dickhead, whatever his name is.
Wait, who is he? I don't remember him.
I was a naughty boy.
Yeah.
L. Ron looks like fucking Rodney. I tell you got thetans.
The spaceship's coming. You want to get on it?
All right, we're going to do some things.
My wife said I want to go someplace I've never been. I said, how's your engrams? I wish I did better impersonations.
It still worked, didn't it? And the mannerism and everything. You were pulling out your...
Oh, my wife's a bad cook. Oh, my wife's a bad cook. Take that plane out of your backyard and quit sucking dicks. Oh!
There he is.
Wow.
There he is with the boat hat.
Oh, boy. Oof. Oh, boy.
I
What
apologize.
is he?
He looks like Alan Hale. That's exactly what he looks like.
Oh, boy.
I want to go over there. That's what
Hey,
he looks
Swanson.
like. Hey,
I wanna go over
Swanson.
there. These engrams are keeping me from going over there.
Got that
You
sailor hat
scratch
on.
my thetan.
Or whatever, that
He's
captain's hat.
He's the skipper. He's
Yeah.
the skipper.
The skipper.
Can we get off this island? Why would you want to? People accept us here.
I'm here, little buddy. Yeah, that's the head of the head muckety muck of the whole thing, huh?
Yeah.
And they get people with millions upon millions of dollars to give generously.
Too bad there weren't computers back in his day, man.
Oh,
Love to get a hold of his computer.
I don't even
Wow.
say that they don't help people. Like, they may have the answers to a lot of things that are common sense. I don't know. I mean, people seem to
I
thrive.
just don't. I don't know about that whole probe thing.
No, I actually went, and I went to the headquarters in Hicksville.
Did you have to
In
sign something that
Hicksville,
said you
what?
wouldn't tell anybody what to?
I forget. I was.
What'd you do?
Years ago, I went and I.
So
looked
what
around.
happened?
I went. I looked around and I looked around at the people. And you know what it reminded me of? Remember the Star Trek episode with the children? Come here to me, friendly angel. And I got that friggin' android vibe, and I said, I got to get the hell out of here.
You didn't stay for the whole thing?
Nah, I left.
God damn.
They,
you thinking?
I don't know. I also tried to sell you water purifiers. What the hell was I
It's
thinking?
true.
All right, we got a bunch of mopping up to do. Some good stuff, though. We were
Mopping up operation.
talking about engagements today, right?
Well, yes.
Somebody lost their wedding ring.
Jonathan Henderson's all smiles now, but it was a different story after he dropped his wedding ring into this toilet because you know what was about to hit the fan when he told his wife.
The butterflies are like, what is she going to say? And right now she's pregnant, so every little thing kind of sets her off.
Can you believe it? Jonathan took off his wedding ring to wash his hands in this porta potty, and the ring fell into the toilet. That's right, the symbol of his undying...
Why does he have to have the news voice?
Yeah, fell into the toilet.
His wedding ring fell in soupy chat.
How great would it be if this guy was talking in that voice and somebody just gave him a Colombian necktie? Like as he's talking, they gently lift his chin, slice his throat, and pull his tongue out through his neck, and then make him finish as he's gurgling on his own blood. It's just a
That's
thought.
right, the symbol of his undying love for his wife lost in a soup of unspeakables. So now what is poor Mr. Henderson to do? His wedding ring is in the toilet. Will his marriage follow? And what in the world do you tell your wife?
Now he's in
here's what she
church?
said.
God, are you serious? Thanks a lot. You know what I mean? That shows how much you care.
That's exactly what she said.
Exactly. She really let me have it.
Did she?
That
Did
was
she?
A really interesting story.
Oh, that's a feel-good story.
Dunk.
Thank goodness for the folks who maintain the porta potties because they were able to help.
Customer service is our number one priority.
Tim Custer's the general manager
Oh,
of the company.
Custard?
So of course, he didn't actually retrieve the ring from the bowels of the outhouse. No, that chore went to Don Graham, who got the job done with a can.
Old shit scooper.
How late do you have to be to work? How late to work do you have to be where you see your name on that detail?
Yeah.
Rifle through porta potty for lost items. Someone dropped their quarter. Get to it.
That is a disgusting a pile of contents in those porta potties.
Yeah.
Where was it?
I don't know.
A job site or something?
I don't know.
'Cause
No,
those
that
are the
chore
worst.
went to Don Graham, who got the job done with a can. So you were scooping around in the soup with a can.
Correct.
Soup.
And apparently on the first try, you found the ring.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
With the ring back safely on his finger, Jonathan Henderson says he'll be more careful from now on when he washes his hands. We're just glad he doesn't wear dentures.
I get it. Because if his teeth fell in there.
Full of shit.
Well,
You know who's got to be pissed off is Don Graham. Thanks for telling everybody, asshole.
yeah, that's my fucking job. I told people I work for NASA. I scoop shit.
My mother thinks I'm a nurse.
I do the mail. Yeah, can't do his voice.
No, of course
I do the
not.
mail.
What?
Eddie, right?
Yeah, well,
Eddie. Cabbage.
Cabbage.
long-time Met fan.
Two cabbage.
Who loves to stare at tits when you take him out to lunch. Jesus. We all love that, Eddie, but you got to make it a little more discreet.
Certain people on this planet don't really care if they're caught looking.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't just mean guys that are like, chauvinistic or something, or misogynistic, that they don't care. There are certain people, maybe with certain issues.
People from certain towns like Dumbellio.
Say people that might look at a pinwheel a little longer than most.
Moronistan. You're just from a certain area.
They also consider gum and pennies healthy for the diet.
Yes.
Same thing.
Yeah.
By the way, with this millionaire who's lost is probably dead.
Dead!
Yep.
So dead.
He's lost, what, 3 days now?
Steve Fox.
Is it 3 days? No, it was yesterday.
Steve Fox. No, Monday, bro.
Oh, no. Wow.
I think he took off Monday.
He took
Why
off
did I call
Monday
you bro?
and not.
I'm sorry about that.
Not filing a flight plan.
Wasn't I wishing me luck? Oh, yeah, he's a dead man. Him and Richard. I'd like to hate him, but he really is a ballsy fuck.
First guy to go around the world, right?
Well,
Yeah, and
by
a
himself.
balloon.
How bad that must have smelled from his farts and he gets into a cup.
You know why he did it? His wife wouldn't shut the fuck up.
I'm leaving in a balloon.
That's it. I'm blowing it up, bitch.
And then he went around the world nonstop.
Yeah.
In a plane.
All right.
And then he took off. Probably some poor fuel management, I believe. And then
he wasn't comfortable.
Probably
with
ran out of gas.
I heard he wasn't comfortable with the plane either. He didn't really like that type of plane.
That plane is a piece of shit.
Wasn't it some kind of like acrobat thing? Like
It's just
stunt
a little-
plane type of thing?
It's a little piece of crap.
What is it?
It's not worthy of a pilot of his
Stature.
magnitude.
Prow F.
Oh, don't matter. It's a big pile of fucking burning shit with his charred skeleton in the middle of it, with his jaw like this. It's like any Indiana Jones skeleton right now.
With a rattlesnake.
Then again,
Roaches or snake.
A curious rattlesnake just checking things out. All right, well.
there was no radio calls made. So which is kind of odd. Like, if you were in distress, wouldn't you call?
Maybe he had a heart attack or something in the air.
Oh, that's true, too, maybe.
They pulled
and then it
the
just flies
radar
around for a
tapes
while.
to see if he showed up on radar at all to track him because there was no flight plan filed, so they pulled the tapes.
I'm thinking UFO. Got him.
That would be
cool.
ironic.
That would be really cool.
Seriously.
Roswell.
Nah, just a
Flew
UFO.
around Roswell.
Yeah.
Made him disappear.
There were weather balloons in Roswell. They were used, not weather, but they were used to detect nuclear devices. There were
Yes.
no aliens at Roswell, and I want to believe. But here's to all you fucking cunt-faced ufologists out there. There was no aliens at Roswell.
No?
None.
Why?
Because there weren't. The alien autopsy is a hunk of shit.
What about Area 51? Did they take the aliens to Area 51?
Probably
They
not.
find the magic tinfoil.
Right, the stuff that rolls up and then just unfolds.
Yeah, that fucking
You can't
nonsense.
break it.
Oh, fuck that Jesse Marsalis kid. The fuck does he remember? Little douche. Big deal. It wasn't a UFO. It was weird shit that they were testing Soviet nuclear testing and they could use to spot it. That's all it was.
Yeah.
What bodies?
Didn't you see the video of the UFO in Haiti?
That was a good one.
YouTube?
It was a little
That's a good one.
That green screening that you guys
Yeah, that's
like to get
all
into.
right.
all CGI.
Tell him you did it in the basement.
Wonderful.
You know how you can tell Anthony did it? It's out of focus.
It's out of focus. Go fuck yourself. You're out of focus.
All right, hey,
Yeah, it's very creepy.
John McCain is in the news today.
What
There's the
bathroom
Haiti.
did he go in?
There's the Haiti UFO thing.
Yeah, that guy did a good job on
Very
that.
good job. All right, here's what John McCain's up to.
If elected, you speak older than Ronald Reagan, making you the oldest president. Do you ever worry that you might die in office or get Alzheimer's or some other disease that might affect your judgment?
Well, my children for many, many years have questioned my awareness. I don't pay attention to some of the music that they like. When you saw my 95-year-old mother there, I think you saw the kind of genes that I have. I work 24/7. I'm very active. I enjoy life. I am involved and engaged. And people will judge by the vigor and the enthusiasm associated with our campaign. Every campaign I've ever been in my life, I've out-campaigned all of my opponents, and I'm confident that I will. And thanks for the question, you little jerk.
Good for him. Love that. Good for McCain.
Good.
Yeah,
that's a good
Some
one.
college student, probably.
Yeah, it was.
I think he was even younger than that, Jimmy.
All right.
Yeah.
Good for fucking John McCain.
You little jerk.
Good for him.
He doesn't take any guff.
No, he's a fucking
Not
man's
anymore.
man. And John Edwards, meanwhile, fucking Ann Coulter called him a faggot, and he wouldn't comment.
Yeah.
You fucking Lego-haired twit.
Then we got ABC news anchors laughing during the Owen Wilson suicide thing.
Morgan, what the hell are these guys doing? Mesk? They just love telling awful news stories and laughing over them.
Well, they're probably just laughing at the fucking laughs they didn't get during You, Me, and Dupree. How fucking unfunny must that have been? Yes,
I will never see it. I just saw the trailer for it when it came out in the movie, and I was like, I have no need to see this movie.
That's right. It should have been called You, a Bag of H, and a Razor. Hey. Fuck you and your toothy smile, stupid. I don't like his toothy smile. He puts his two front teeth together. He's like, cheese. You can picture him like, cheese. I don't like Owen Wilson's fucking clickety-clack teeth smile.
Jimmy, if you are going to get back together with your girlfriend, just take your time. That's all we ask around here. Just take your time.
It's a
callback to angry Jimmy. That's all.
I'm not even angry, though.
They love angry.
But it's not like I was with my girlfriend and all of a sudden I'd come in and go like, Godspeed, Owen. I would have laughed.
Good point.
Wish him the best. Wish him the best.
Hey,
thoughts and prayers.
All kidding aside.
We all go through tough times.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
We're starting the skinny with a serious story, and we were laughing. We'll explain why in a minute. But first of all, this is tragic news here. Owen Wilson, a lot of... Here we go already. Anyway, poor Owen, says the graphic. He apparently tried to kill himself, which is terribly serious, which is why you should not be laughing right now, Taina. He overdosed, or tried to, on pills and slit his wrist. This is according to the New York Post, which, as you can see, they were nice enough to put this on their front page here. He's still in the hospital. There he is. But anyway, he's in the hospital in Los Angeles asking for his privacy. Terribly sad situation.
Yeah. Apparently he suffers from depression. None of this is funny. I'm not laughing at this story. We're just going to move along here.
You're not going to tell him why you're laughing?
Oh, it's so immature. I think not.
I'll tell you. Wilson has a uncle whose name is Ho, H-O-E, and that just struck us as funny during the break. Sorry.
What, did it? How come it didn't strike you as fucking funny when Imus said it? You fucking vultures in the media. How are you not
found that funny?
Yeah, Ho Wilson?
Ho Wilson.
What's funny about that?
Nothing.
What is funny about that?
I'm trying to think. Like, Ho Wilson.
I can see if he had an uncle named fucking Clit Savage. Fucking.
See? A natural laugh there.
There you go.
His uncle Shittooth commented.
And blood farts in the news.
Yeah, there you go.
Wilson.
Ho Wilson.
Ho Wilson.
Ho Wilson. I know.
I'm trying to figure out if it
someone's
says
named Ho?
something.
Because it's Ho.
That's stupid.
All right.
They were laughing over a suicide, and he suffers from depression.
Hey, you got to be fired for that as a news person. I'm sorry.
They're not going to.
What affiliate was that?
ABC. Some ABC affiliate.
No, not professional.
At this point, local news, no one takes them seriously anymore. So
nah, it's
there's
all
maybe just a very small percentage of people that actually think that they they are seeing something serious.
Yeah, when something big happens, where do you go? Come on. You go to the
Comedy Central.
The big right.
Yep.
The big news.
Yeah.
You go to the two big friggin' news networks, CNN and that shit heap, if I may use Jimmy's term, that shit heap Fox.
Yeah, Fox is going to sue us.
Really?
Yeah. Because we use their sounder.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun,
On Fox News fuck up on air. What's that? E-Rock?
The news reporters cursing and slipping up when they do the reports.
I like the crawl under Fox. It's so right wing. The crawl actually says, fuck them all, fuck them, die, die, die.
Oh, boy, now you're going to get sued.
Yeah, we're all going to
Yeah.
get sued by Fox.
Yeah.
I wish
I
they
don't
would
mind
have
them
just
suing.
let us do it. Just let us play that stupid sound until they sue us.
Yeah, all right. Did we tell people we were going to play the Dell phone call? Because they're yelling on instant feedback. Or maybe it's just one person today. I don't know. It's one person. It is one person?
Good.
Guy. All right, we'll go to break with the Dell phone call. This guy loses his mind. We were talking about computers earlier. Doesn't really make sense now, but what the hell?
What the heck?
What the heck? Adam Ferrara, Rescue Me tonight, 10 o'clock on FX. You got a big part in tonight's episode?
I don't know which one tonight is.
Oh, it's one. It's the one before the final one.
One before the final. I don't remember, but it's a good show. Watch it.
All right, that means you weren't part of the filming of that one. Great.
Adam, come on.
No, I think I was. I forget which episode it was. It's all a blur.
It was the one after you roughed up Dennis Leary.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Blanked.
Filmed in order? I don't know.
Yeah, we don't film. You show up, say the lines.
Oh my God!
Nah, I forgot I don't know which one this episode is. I'm unprepared. Please.
I'll have a plug for the show. Thanks,
It's
Adam.
a great episode.
Yeah.
It actually is. I don't know which one it was.
When your last two movies are You, Me, and Dupree and Blades of Glory, why wouldn't you try to kill yourself?
Can I say what the beginning of the end for my girlfriend
with
I was?
hatred.
What?
What, Jimmy?
She wanted to rent Blades of Glory because she's friends with Amy Poehler.
Mm-hmm.
And we watched it while we were on vacation at her San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
It's rare that I watch.
Wait, in San Francisco?
Remember we went away to see our family?
Yeah, but I thought everything went well in San
It did.
Francisco.
Until we
Except for
watched-
this Blades of Glory thing.
Because I wanted to watch. I forget what I wanted to watch, but it was good. She wanted to watch. I wanted to watch Spider-Man 3.
Oh, okay.
And she wanted to watch Blades of Glory. And it's like, do you understand that figure skating is so ludicrous that to parody it and be ludicrous is stupid? You see, if you're going to parody skating, it should be vicious, because the ludicrousness and the silliness of skating is already there.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Airplane worked because it was making ludicrous and parodying very serious things. If you're going to parody something where they fucking have ruffles and they spin in circles on the ice, and you just do it with a wacky face.
It's just silly. I'm sure there are skating enthusiasts who don't find skating silly, but everyone else does. You're right. So it's silly to start with.
Well, they had no chemistry, and I love Will Ferrell. I think he's great. But him and that Napoleon
John
guy,
Heder?
There wasn't an ounce.
A what, Jimmy?
An ounce of comic gelling between them. I think Will Ferrell again. I think he's great, and the other guy I heard is good. I've never seen his shit.
John Heder?
Yeah, well,
He is funny, man. That
Yeah.
fucking Napoleon Dynamite. Can't get enough of that
just
still.
a bad mix.
That was about it.
They just didn't have. They just didn't have an ounce of chemistry, and it happens.
I did try to watch that movie. It's not an easy one.
It's terrible.
Adam's running away from the show.
Well, someone is helping out Adam. Tonight's Rescue Me, Tommy, which is Dennis Leary, plays a hero in someone else's uniform, which causes confusion in the firehouse.
That's tonight's episode on Rescue Me, 10 o'clock on FX.
That's right, Adam.
Are you in that one?
I think it might be my uniform.
Oh, Jesus. Your uniform's in this one? Great. He's like the guy that wore the robot suit in Lost in Space and not the guy that does the voice.
Darth Vader.
All right. We go to break with the Dell phone call. But not an ounce
Of chemistry.
of chemistry.
No.
Not even an ounce chemistry together.
Nothing detectable?
Nah, it really was weird. And my girlfriend actually pointed it out because I was elbowing her chin for making me watch that piece of shit.
Hey, E-Rock did find the Fox clips. It is funny because Fox is thinking about suing us because we've been using their sounder, and we've pretty much refused to stop. And
that's copywritten?
Well, who the fuck knows?
How can it be copywritten?
Just keep doing it
Because we're
until
making
they...
fun of their stupid sounder. Well, do you remember when Shepard Smith said this? No? That was a great...
I don't remember when
that was a
Shepard
great
said...
setup, man.
Hold on a minute.
Do you remember when Shepard Smith said this?
J-Lo's new song, Jenny from the Block, all about Lopez roots, about how she's still a neighborhood gal at heart. But folks from that street in New York, the Bronx section, sound more likely to give her a curb job than a blow job or block party. The New York Post, we're sorry about that slip up there. I have no idea how that happened, but it won't happen again.
Yeah, we know.
And that's your news.
Yeah.
I know how it happened. Anderson Cooper walked by.
I was going to go with a Larry Craig joke myself, but you beat me to it.
Shepard, is that the guy who looks like the alien with too much makeup?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Studio B guy?
I think he's kind of a fan of ours. I get that feeling.
Yeah.
Whenever he has to report on our debauchery, he seems to have a little smile on
Little
his face.
grin.
A little like, these guys again.
That was a great clip, though. Blowjob. Oh, fuck. What did I just say?
Same network that wants to sue us over a dump sounder. And then,
yeah.
And when you're speaking of Fox, let's not forget this. No?
Deputy Police Chief says 6 officers were killed, including the district's top cop after the vehicle they were riding in was sprayed with bullets. 3 other officers were hurt in the attack. And those are your latest headlines. I'm Jane Skinner. Time now to send you back to Shepard, who is live where? Just outside of Memphis.
South Carolina Gamecocks. She's a big fan. Go South Carolina.
Do you know how hard it is to read when everyone else in the studio is shaking with laughter at your misfortune?
I know. I've been there, Jane. It's been worse for me many billions of times. Wow. It's Friday, Jane. No one's watching. They're out doing things. It's just me, you, and Dor Ellen down in Destin. That's it. We'll look for you on YouTube there, Janie.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, see, and they have a problem with us. Come on. That's barely news. And see, Shep, he just loves that stuff.
He's laughing his ass off.
Shep's a fan, I know. Steve from New Rochelle. All right.
See, if he enjoys that kind of stuff, he would like this show.
Yeah.
So, you can't
Well,
just be...
I'm sure he does. It's not him suing you.
Right, it's not Shepard.
Shepard Smith is suing us
Is that
for
it?
using his sounder.
Okay.
Probably some muckety muck.
Really? A big maca?
You think it's the head muckety muck?
The big cheese?
I don't know. Just one of the big guys.
A big wig.
Yeah.
The Grand Poobah?
One of the
Problem?
dogs.
Problem?
Provo. Where's Provo? That's
Utah.
like- no.
Yeah.
Provo, Utah?
Provo, Utah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking the Provo down in the Caribbean. What is that called? Provolone?
Provolone?
Yeah, it is Utah.
Wow.
We got a hot chick missing.
I first thing I thought it was please.
All right, here's your Dell call as we go to break.
Dell Hardware Warranty Support. My name is. How can I help you?
Well, my mom got one. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm having a problem. How about now? I got my phone on. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. You're breaking up a little bit, but.
Oh, great. All right. Well, what I got is my mom's laptop here, and it won't turn off.
It won't turn off?
No.
Okay.
Cannot turn it off. Tried to turn off the power, everything. It won't turn off.
All right. Can I get the service tag?
Jesus Christ, I just gave it to you people. All right. Express service code is 49. You got it?
I couldn't hear you very well. You're yelling very loud. 49, is that right?
Yeah, it's close enough. All I need to know is how do you turn this goddamn thing off? Your automated crap sucks, all right? And I think you suck, all right? Jesus Christ, how do you turn this fucking thing off? You understand that?
All right, well, I will just need to actually see what system you have here. So I'm showing that you... Can I get the name on the account?
It's...
All right. right, and the phone number it was purchased at?
Why do you need all this? All I need to know is how do you turn the thing off?
I need to verify the owner of the system, sir.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The number is 72.
All right. And can I get your name?
My name is...
And your last name?
I'm her son. God damn you. Fucking goddamn people, I swear to God.
And your phone number?
My phone number is the same.
Okay, and your email address?
Why do you need that? You know, you're upsetting the fuck out of me. All right, you fucking goddamn asshole. Look, goddamn it, the fucking thing will not shut off. You understand that? Since last night, and you got a goddamn battery problem as well. All right, what the hell the fuck's going on with this goddamn thing? I'm getting very upset about this. You know, I've spent about an hour trying to talk to you people on this freaking automated crap you got, and that's what's got me all fucking upset like this, all right? And if you didn't have all this automated crap on your goddamn phone system, then somebody would talk to a human. Do you know what a human is?
Yes, sir, I do, and I will...
You keep acting like a goddamn computer and keep asking me for these stupid questions when all I need to know is how do you shut this thing down? It says Windows is shutting down. It's been saying that since last night, all right? Now, how come it won't shut down, and how come I can't shut it down? What do I got to do, rip the damn battery out of the back of it?
No, you definitely don't want to do that.
Well, what do I got to do? Will you please tell me?
Yes. All I need... So, do you not have an email address? That's all I need from you. Do you not have an email address?
I'm not going to give it to you, all right? Let's put it that way, all right? Because I have nothing to do with this goddamn computer. All I want to know is how you shut it down before it causes a goddamn fucking fire. Will you fucking tell me?
All right. So, to shut the system off, you see the power button on it?
I've been pushing it for the past 3 fucking hours. It don't fucking do nothing.
Okay, hold down the power button for 10 seconds right now.
Well, Jesus Christ, you could have told me that. You know, you're not very freaking helpful. You know that? You're fucking assholes. And you can put this in your fucking records, all right?
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show, the venomous voices of the vastly vulgar airwaves. Introducing the Destroyer, operator of the OCD organization Opie, the Professor, the know-it-all neurotic Nancy Anthony. Swing over to little Jimmy Dorton, the worthless chinless buxom master of laugh. Meet the irritating extra of excrement E-Rock, or the swishy audio shim Steve C. And don't forget Sam, black and white, 50-50 where it counts. Corrupting the cavities of ear holes everywhere, it's the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony!
Oh, this is Marilyn Manson? I was wondering. I have no clue on this one. Mob scene. All right. War.
Is this your wedding song, E-Rock?
Ooh.
No?
His what song?
The wedding song.
Remember he said he was engaged?
Oh, shit, I forgot all about that.
I did too. With the much bigger news of Opie being engaged.
Really?
Someone is saying it's very white of E-Rock to get engaged as well because everyone knows that half the marriages fail. So that that will help my marriage succeed.
Right.
he will be the one that gets divorced.
Exactly. Oh.
Poor E-Rock.
Why me?
Huh?
Maybe you'll get divorced.
Oh.
What
are you saying?
I don't see a problem with my potential marriage.
Would you say about his wife?
Yeah, but you want to... Nobody
dude, no
does.
one... Yeah, thank you, Adam. You're... Oh, God.
You say, will you marry me? You don't say, will you take half my stuff?
Yeah, you think people actually go into it thinking that it's going to fail? Maybe a couple.
There might
Maybe
be
a
a
few.
Yeah.
I know the people at the wedding know it's going to fail.
Yeah, that's true.
The ones that hold on to the
Yeah.
receipts for the gifts.
the people there, they look around and go, oh, boy. Yeah. Give each other that knowing look.
There's
like,
2 envelopes, one for the bride and one for the over-under.
The bookie.
Well, it's never good. Well, first of all, used lad bag was the one that said that. Thank you, from Boston. That was my line. All right. Yeah, we've talked about it in the past. You should never go to a wedding with cash that you're going to throw in an envelope. Because you start looking around and going, oh, man, this ain't going to work. This ain't working out. I'm going to buy another round of drinks at the bar.
That's it.
Or I'm going to tip real well. Next thing you know, you had good intentions of giving them a nice amount of money, and it's dwindling as the wedding goes on.
But that's not your fault. You came with good intentions.
Yeah.
Your better judgment kicked in.
Oh, I've been at weddings where people actually, they go, this is bullshit. I don't want to name names, but I was once at a wedding, they're like, this is bullshit. This ain't going to work.
I like this.
Can't believe we have to be here.
The question, when they give you the question, so, how long you think this is going to last?
Right.
All right, now I got to answer.
I don't want to answer that, Reverend. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you, Julie, in Wisconsin. A lot of congratulations.
That's good. Hey, Lane S. from Phoenix. I want to address Lane S. from Phoenix, because Lane S. from Phoenix is a douche. Just an ass.
What happened?
A dumb fuck. What the fuck, guys? I pay for XM and I have to listen to this censored shit. Why do I even have a subscription? That was during the Dell customer service phone call that we were playing. And yes, there were indeed beeps in it, alongside of the shits, motherfuckers, cocksuckers, and every other word that the guy blurted out in anger.
Right, and the reason is because XM finally is censoring us.
Yes. Yeah,
we mentioned that, yesterday.
Oh, of course.
Just deal with it, man.
What a dumb motherfucker.
He was kidding.
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
You. I don't like him talking to you that way.
I wasn't kidding. You got the email from Logan?
I don't read his email.
That we're only allowed to have 3 motherfuckers per bit?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I have mail, I have spam, and I have boring. And guess which one his go to?
All right, well.
Yeah, so Lane S. Stop.
All right, we got Oberman's.
Lane Staley. Is that who it is?
You can't say last names.
There you go. And phone numbers.
It was personal info,
and
dummy.
Emails and stuff that was in that call, you dumb shit. Now write back and say, I'm sorry, I was a stupid fucking dickbag.
And stop trying to find the picture on the XM radio. There's no picture. It's not a television.
You dunce.
Dolt. Elo sent me an email in the middle of the fucking night saying that we should take a peek at Overman's Bush rant from last night.
Oh, I saw it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I fucking hate Keith Overman.
He's a cunt.
He is a cunt.
Cunt. Fucking faggot. Sucking up to Jesse Jackson like that, he makes me sick.
Sucked up,
That Imus, just so you know, Reverend, I was behind the scenes supporting his I
was a big fan of his when he was doing sports scores for ESPN, and then he moved over, and I'm like, this guy is kind of interesting. And then he showed his true colors, especially during the Imus thing. Yeah. That whole Imus thing was going on, and then after Imus got fired, he was all over his show going, I was one of these guys behind the scenes saying they should fire him.
Yeah, him and Al Roker.
Well, why didn't you have the balls to say it before Imus got fired? Why'd you have to be a good little boy and keep quiet until you knew the coast was clear and that Imus cleared out his shit?
Yeah.
He's a prick fuck.
Fucking douche.
Jealous. He's probably just a jealous baby. Because he's the problem.
Where's that rant? Do we have that? Find it. Because Overman, I was one of these guys. Said we shouldn't tolerate this kind of behavior. It's like, all right, well, do it before.
Yeah, why didn't you just get on the air that day?
You're live every day. Go ahead. Jump on air and speak your mind. Not after the fact. Oh, I hate him.
Just sucking up to Jesse Jackson. We get it. You're the white guy who's a good one.
Yeah, one of the good ones.
You're okay. The black people approve of you, Keith. You fucking groveling left-wing douche.
But I guess he went after Bush last night or something. Elo thought it was terrific.
Uh-oh. I hope it is then.
Maybe it is.
I don't know. I haven't heard it. You saw it, Adam?
I saw it.
Was it good?
I liked it.
That's good. The media's impartial, though.
Oh, that's not. It's like Fox being impartial.
They are. They're
It's not news. It's opinion in news.
Fox is
So
very
you.
conservative, but most of the other ones tend to be left leaning. But Fox, it's amazing. Everybody points at Fox, and they are conservative.
Sure.
Because people are so used to the liberal slant.
Yeah.
And media, when you look at the money they donate, almost like 75 or 80% of the money they donate is all to Democrats, which is fine. I don't care, but just don't deny it. They deny it. No. Wolf Blitzer, you going to tell me he's not fucking left leaning? Come on.
Of course he is.
This stupid situation room music.
I like when Cheney scared the shit out of him. When he asked about the daughter, when Wolf Blitzer was asking about the daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Cheney gave him the death rays.
Yeah.
And his beard just kind of started smoking. No, we like your daughter.
You know what? Enough with Cheney, too. You're fucking in an administration that fucking does nothing but shit on gay people, and you have to kiss one on the cheek every holiday and say, Daddy loves you, you fucking phony. How about having some moral courage and standing up for your own daughter?
Thank you.
Fucking prick.
Here's Keith Olbermann after Imus got fired. This is what he had to say on his show.
Stipulating, sir, that I was one of those NBC employees who put it out to my bosses behind the scenes that this could not stand, that this change involving Don Imus had to be made. I can say that.
Didn't these type of guys get beat up in school?
Yeah.
The behind the scenes fuck faces.
Stipulating, sir.
I was behind closed doors making sure no one would know, and I told him a
Could
thing or
not
two.
stand.
Why didn't you attack him on the air, man?
This change had to be made.
Because he wasn't brave enough, because he wasn't
Firing.
sure where MSNBC was, what they were thinking at the time. What a douche.
To my bosses behind the scenes that this could not stand, that this change involving Don Imus had to be made. I can say that now. I respected my employers and did not say it until they reached this conclusion, which
Hold on.
I could say that. I could say this now. Well, you could have said it beforehand, but you weren't brave enough.
Yeah,
you weren't sure if your job would be in jeopardy if you spoke your mind, you douche.
You're honest enough to trash the president, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Trash him. Fuck him. But what? You respected the bosses enough to not... You fucking company man. You jealous fucking hall monitor prick. Fuck you. Imus ruins guys like this, and he probably is the type of guy that got fucking verbally beat up by Imus. If not him, but he's the type that Imus would verbally beat up.
Yeah.
Fucking. Ugh.
Don Imus had to be made. I can say that now. I respected my employers and did not say it until they reached this conclusion, which I applaud sincerely. Let me ask you again about the other people. Is someone like Rush Limbaugh, how have they kept their time slots? Will there be an increased effort to either get them to contain themselves within the rounds of decency? Are they on the ropes? Are they on probation because of this?
There must be a renewed sensitivity and...
Shut up.
That moron, marbled mouth.
You know what? I'm not even going to acknowledge that Jesse Jackson spoke there.
Do you hear the groveling?
It's the Oberman part that really drives us nuts.
Do you hear the especially like, why would a liberal try to shut a conservative up? Should Rush Limbaugh be? You fucking faggot! Just go up against him in his own medium and destroy him if he's no good. What's the problem? He's a fat douche. Smash him.
Oh boy, not to interrupt, but Rita Cosby or Crosby?
Rita
Cosby, no R.
Cosby.
Cosby.
No
R.
I thought it was Rita Crosby.
I think it's Rita Crosby.
No, it's Cosby.
She's standing by her words.
It's Rita throat polyp.
Yeah, well, they got rid of her because, I don't know, I think they had it with her voice, and she's the one doing the tell-all book on Anna Smith, and she's basically claiming that Larry Burkhead and Howard K. Stern sucked each other's cocks. And and Howard K. Stern has come out and said, look, I'm going to sue Larry Burkhead, I'm going to sue. Well, Rita Crosby's now saying that she's standing by her words.
Standing by my words. I know that this is fact. I'm going to stand by my words.
For people that watch news shows, this is very funny.
Yeah, right?
Because it's just so hard to listen to. I'm standing by my I guess she's going to be on Bill O'Reilly tonight. We'll see.
Oh, great. Another one.
All right, anyway, here's douchebag from last night.
And so he is back from his annual surprise gratuitous photo op in Iraq, and what a sorry spectacle it was. But it was nothing compared to the spectacle of one unfiltered, unguarded, horrifying quotation in the new biography to which Mr. Bush has consented, as he deceived the troops at Al-Assad Air Force Base yesterday with the tantalizing prospect that some of them might not have to risk being killed and might get instead to go home. Mr. Bush probably did not know that. With his own words, he had already been proved to be a liar, that he had been lying, is lying, will be lying about Iraq. He presumably did not know that there had already appeared those damning experts from Robert Draper's book, Dead Certain. I'm playing for October, November, Mr. Bush said to Draper. That evidently is the time during which he thinks he can sell us the real plan, which is, to quote him, to get us in a position where the presidential candidates will become comfortable about sustaining a presence. Comfortable, that is, with saying about Iraq, again quoting the president, stay longer. And there it is, sir. We've caught you. Your goal is not to bring some troops home, maybe, if we let you have your way now. Your goal is not to set the stage for eventual withdrawal. You are, to use your own disrespectful, tone-deaf word, playing at getting the next Republican nominee to agree to jump into this bottomless pit with you and take us into it with him as we stay in Iraq for another year and another and another and anon. Everything you said about Iraq yesterday and everything you will say is a deception for the purpose of this one cynical, unacceptable, brutal goal, perpetuating this war indefinitely. War today, war tomorrow, war forever. And you are playing at it. Playing! A man with any self-respect, having inadvertently revealed such an evil secret, would have already resigned and fled the country. You have no remaining credibility about Iraq, sir.
Boy, Keith, you're brave.
Sir.
Did you run that past your boss to make sure he was okay with it? Said some good things there.
Yeah.
Sir.
I don't like what he was saying. I don't even disagree
I just
with him.
don't like the fucking guy.
I hate the way he sucked Jesse Jackson's dick. And that is what you did as a man. You knelt in front of another man and you racially groveled so that you could be one of the white guys he approved of. And then you went after conservatives that had nothing to do with the story.
Tapped his foot under the desk, touched feet, and then it was all over. Ran his hand under the desk.
I got no problem with that Bush rant, though.
No.
That was
kind of had enough of Bush.
Hey, Oberman, Eugene Levy called. He wants his anchovy eyebrows back. Nate Sack. And Kelly Forrest, what's up? All right, hey, why don't we do line of the day and get the fuck out of here?
Line of the day.
That's what I say.
A line of the day.
We would promote Rescue Me, but Adam really doesn't know what's happening.
Yes, I do.
Episode, so.
Tonight, Tommy switches uniforms and wackiness ensues in the firehouse. Second to last episode before the season finale, and Dennis is nominated for an Emmy.
Congratulations.
For which show?
For
no, I know Rescue Me, but which episode I should have said?
I think it just his body of work on the season. Best actor.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh. Nice.
I can't wait to get him back on the show.
Yeah, he'll be back.
He's a bit self-serving.
Is it?
He pumps up and gets all like muscled out.
Ain't gonna happen.
Does a lot of scenes with his shirt off. Does a lot of scenes with him banging broads.
You know what? If I was writing a show,
I guess you're right. That's what I was getting at.
That's what
it's very obvious when you watch some of these shows who the main writer is, because he's in.
I've always liked Gina Gershon.
Right?
Let's create a character.
He's in the best scenes, man. Man, that first season, all he was fucking naked banging broads. I'm like, I guess he's the main.
There you go.
He's the head writer on this one. He would find that funny. Don't worry, Adam.
Oh, I know
It's
he would.
okay.
Adam motherfucks Leary behind his. That's the beauty of Adam.
Yeah.
You have your shirt off again, sir.
Adam's like, line of the day. Let's move on. Oh, also a reminder from my brother Elmo. Is this an actual quote from Elmo?
It was from the feedback, yeah.
All right. This is a reminder from my brother Elmo on MySpace. We need hookers and strippers for our unsavory uncles.
Unsavory uncles?
For the bachelor party for Brett.
Right,
Brett, my other
right.
brother who's getting married Sunday.
Yes.
Which brings up the question, will you be having a bachelor party? I was talking to E-Rock.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No,
E-Rock?
I want to know.
Yeah,
If
E-Rock,
Hope is
we want to
having
know.
one. I don't care about E-Rock. It'll be awful. All he'll want is a sub. You.
Yeah, we'll have to figure something out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want your fiance to rest assured that I, as a friend, will take it upon myself to provide the entertainment.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? You should go into business, dude. Side business. You should plan bachelor parties.
No, nobody would enjoy it. Why are we just riding around the meatpacking district with money out? Trust me, boys, it's gonna be fun.
Anyone can go to a strip club.
That's right.
See, now look at the parallels here. Jimmy Norton will be planning your bachelor party,
dude,
and E-Rock's just going to have 101 Dalmatians at his.
The last bachelor party I was at my brother Quinn's,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad was getting a lap dance. God rest his soul. And he didn't know the rules of the lap dance.
So?
And the dancer brought a friend with her. A big monster of a guy. And my dad is basically telling the girl how beautiful she is as he's kind of has his hands all
there's
over.
no touching.
He wasn't touching any of the old private parts, but he was touching enough where the bouncer was moving forward and was ready to knock my dad's teeth out.
Right. Did you save him or did you just let it happen?
He had no clue of the rules.
Just watch.
The rules of the lap dance.
There are stupid rules.
Yeah.
No touching.
Dumb fucking goon has to step in, fucking suitcase pimp. Ugh. Just carry her bags.
Yeah.
No
Pull her
touching.
suitcase.
I hope my jizz gets all over your front seat on your drive home.
It's time for line of the day.
Oh, line of the day.
Runner-up line of the day. We got a couple. Here's the first.
I had a lot of engrams.
Did you?
Yeah, they told me. I said, what's an engram? They goes, well, it's something that's blocking you from getting to your ultimate goal. And I looked at the guy and went, you're a fucking engram. Get out of my way. I'm getting on the subway.
Well,
How do they say to cure that? Like, you have to
You
hop
go
on
back-
one leg and blow John Travolta? Like, what's the cure for this one? I didn't like that.
Blow John Travolta.
I got one.
I didn't like that because I felt it was a little hurtful.
I knew you had something. I was like, he ain't beating me to this one.
I don't even know if I did, actually.
You were in there. You were starting something. I said, no, I know this one will work. That's very rare when I know something's going to work. Here's another runner-up line of the day.
And I'm like, okay, it's your turn, make a wish. So,
And you disappeared?
All of a sudden, he's taller and black with a much bigger bulge in his pants. I'm sorry, that's not what happened.
Yeah, of course.
No, I would say that should have ended at you disappeared.
Oh.
It was, I think
That was a tag team.
That was
tag
definitely
team.
We'll share that one.
Yeah, that was definitely a tag team, man.
How does that happen?
What?
B-52 mistakenly flies across country with nuclear warheads, carrying 6 nukes.
How do you forget?
That's something you should absolutely know if it's on your plane or not.
They usually only train them across, right?
Oops.
That's one of those things like, we need to get this over there.
Yeah.
That's a big...
Someone found out.
Someone found out.
Said, it was a mistake.
How did it leak out? What, one of the baggage handlers found it? How did
Yeah, we can't bring water on a fucking flight to Florida, but
the military's going, oops, 6 nukes.
Oopsie.
Are they in a plastic bag?
Yeah.
All right. Quart size.
All right, Head, take your shoes off. You got to x-ray your shoes.
And Adam, thanks for coming by.
Always good to see you guys, and congratulations
Yes, sir.
to both of you.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Oh.
Jimmy, nothing but the
not
best,
me.
my friend. You'll be happy.
Thank you. I got a mouth to
You should
fuck.
congratulate Anthony.
What?
You should congratulate Anthony, too.
I got nothing to be congratulated for.
What?
You did well in the...
That's fine. That's goes without saying.
Look at you. Happens every week. You are on a roll.
Well.
You're like Richard Dreyfuss. I'm having a very good day.
good day.
When do you take the private plane back to Mohegan Sun?
Well, I don't know. Now I got so many people that want to go. I need a B-52 to fit everybody. Everyone's going, can I go with you?
Yeah, but
Well, tell Mohegan Sun they got to get a big enough plane.
You got people that can sit and gamble at your level?
Well,
Mr. Bond?
No.
Mohegan Sun wants their money back, Adam.
I know. They're
giving them the suite that no one else has ever seen, and they're giving them the private jet.
The magical
from Long Island
teepee you get to
Mohegan.
stay in.
Well, we were
when you
just
go there.
talking about the Boston thing. And if that does happen, I'll drive up and then drive back down and have the weekend maybe to stay over.
Don't drive up, Mr.
No,
Jimmy.
you got to take the jet.
Yeah, we'll send a magic carpet for you.
But I got to be in Boston first, so I can't take the jet to Boston. take it maybe from Boston, but then I got to drive. What if I lose? They send you out with your bags and say the jet is broken.
One way. Oh, that
the jet's busted.
They want to do that.
You get Don Rickles in Casino.
Yeah.
Better it happened down here.
Better it happened down here. God forbid.
How great
Bring
is
it
Don
back
Rickles?
in.
He's great. I saw him on Charlie Rose the other night.
I was thinking the other day that we're too young. I was going to say too old, but
for what?
But we're too young to fully appreciate how great Don Rickles was.
Oh, CPO Sharky.
Yes,
but I'm just saying, like,
You're right.
Right? Jimmy knows what I'm saying.
Right.
He's one of these guys I would have searched out and went and saw live.
I was watching him on YouTube yesterday, Friday night, and there's a clip of him from Letterman in '82. And he's teasing Letterman, and he's older now. Lucky Louie in season 2. Louie had we gotten season 2, but Flight of the Conchords did probably better. I'm sure it's a better show. Lucky he wanted Don Rickles to play my father in an episode, but they said that Don he's not as workable as he was.
Right.
He's older. But in '82, he's on Letterman, and he's just a shithead. He's really funny.
He's great at being a shithead.
And he's teasing the black guy. He's look at the black kid, and he's just teasing him. He goes, "Look, I'm white, you're black. Sorry, that's the brakes." And blah, 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 right back. That's the brakes.
Can we find that?
Oh, was he funny? Yeah, just look up Rickles '82. He was just...
Was it '82? We got '88.
Yeah.
Go 82. I would love to hear this now.
I think part 1. You'd have to get it for tomorrow because he'll have to go through it. It's like a 10-minute clip.
This whole friggin'
you have to get it from the middle somewhere.
82. Yeah,
internet video thing is really getting.
It's wonderful.
I don't know if it is.
Why?
I just don't know.
Why? What'd you
do? I have this weird.
What did you do? You hope doesn't get out.
No. It's just this weird thing that's going on. There's everything. Is available.
I got me.
And we're going to be complete shut-ins.
I got a video of me getting high in Boston, New Year's Eve, 1988, 89.
Yeah?
Wearing a really bad sweater.
Is it on?
I'm going to put it up on YouTube, I decided.
Let's throw it up there.
There you go.
I got to find it. It's hilarious
I
how
want to
bad
find
it
the
is.
old RDTV tapes.
Oh, remember those? Yeah, we made videotapes.
I think everybody did. I'm sick.
But it's just, I don't know. There was some guy on, the hell show was it? Colbert's show, talking about how the internet is making not only just the obvious where people don't interact anymore, but it's making amateurs into writers and artists and everything. Where, I mean, it might sound elitist, but there are people that would get to a certain point to get to television, to get to radio, to get to publish a book because they were talented, they had something to say, they had something meaningful or something. But now everybody is a journalist, is a photographer, is a movie maker, so it doesn't make that special anymore.
I was thinking of the same exact thing yesterday walking home.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, what about before YouTube and cable TV and all this, all the people that were talented enough that never got a shot?
Well, that's just it. It's part luck, too. But that's like I'm saying, it might
there was only a handful of douches in Hollywood that were deciding who was talented and who was not. Now you got so many more opportunities to get your shit out there. And I'm thinking, there's people that are pretty talented that are getting their time in the spotlight.
But a lot of the stuff that is the most popular stuff isn't based in talent.
Yeah,
that's just it.
Based in stupidity.
It's based in just
I was thinking more
moronic.
I was thinking more like bands and stuff because you had a handful of like program directors, pompous ass PDs that were deciding which band should make and which shouldn't. And now because of the internet and MySpace and all these other outlets, I wondered how many of these bands that are out today would have made it 20 years ago or 10 years ago, 15 years, or whatever.
It is nice to have the option because TV, you're right. At one point when it was All in the Family and it was these great shows, but then look at VH1. They had great programming, I thought. Like, they were really innovative with music. I mean, little things like pop-up video. They had all this really cool stuff. And now it's just one dog shit reality show after another.
Yeah.
They're all the same with the same fucking lack of tension, faggot music bed. It's awful. So I like the internet because it's like an option to present you with alternatives. There's no advertisers fucking raping the artists creatively by forcing their opinion in. And it forces television to be better because now they see the millions of hits these other things are getting. And it's like, you dummies, people are watching this and not your shit anymore, so you better put better stuff on.
There's also like fact being or fiction being presented as fact, which is
it's always been that way though.
Not as much now. Bloggers are out there and bloggers are being used by the news as sources.
Right.
And you read, where the fuck did this guy get his facts? Like that stupid 9/11 thing that guy put together, loose change. That fucking thing is pure fiction by some dopey jackoff that just twisted facts around to suit his own needs, and people actually will sit there and argue with you that, did you see it? Look at loose change. They say that this, and you go, no, that's the bullshit. It's a lie. It's a big fucking lie.
But can I say, in the rebuttal to loose change is also available, and all the information presented on loose change, you can go out and find easily. So it's almost like where years ago, if they did a special on TV and they gave you, like, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they attacked Jim Garrison say many years ago for the Kennedy assassination prosecution. There was no way to find other facts or rebuttals, but now you can go online and find anything.
Yep.
So it's almost like as much
but
as
you
they
don't
can throw
know
dog shit at you.
But you're not going to know what's true when you go look. You go to Wikipedia, it's some idiot putting shit up there.
That's true. But you have to do your homework. But I mean, the options are
you're
take
giving
what
people
television
too much
is giving
credit.
you.
Yeah, you give the
Adam,
basic
you better check
moral.
Wikipedia tonight. Oops.
What? Oops.
You don't know what our fans are capable.
But I'm saying television gives you what they give you, and there's no other option. We can grab an encyclopedia, at least online.
You're giving people too much credit that they actually do check
fuck
and
them. I mean, me.
cross-reference their shit.
Yeah.
You know, look at this. Do I believe that? Let me check here. People don't do that. They read something and go, dude, you know what I heard?
There's another example of TV not getting it, because Jimmy said, like, it makes TV better. A story we didn't mention today, really fast. Emmy censors Justin Timberlake.
Oh, yeah.
And they write it this way: an extremely popular raunchy holiday song that Justin Timberlake sang on Saturday Night Live last December and has been nominated for an Emmy Award will probably not make it onto the Emmy cast this month. It's huge on the internet. We're talking about, obviously, Dick in a Box, right? I don't think it's going to happen. An Emmy source told the Post. The song Dick in a Box is up for an award for original music and lyrics, and Timberlake was approached about performing it as long as he cleans up the lyrics to be more family-oriented. Another example of TV still not getting the fact that people are going to the internet
But if
in
they're
droves.
if they're recognizing it with an Emmy nomination, or did it win an Emmy award?
It's nominated.
All right. If
That's a
they're
tough one to
recognizing
say.
it, why wouldn't?
That is a tough one. I'll say this, though. Look,
And Timberlake has reportedly refused.
good for him. Good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough one to kind of get, like that, I think, puts TV in a weird position. It's almost like, all right, we have these, because the FCC won't look at it like the internet. The FCC will just throw
I wonder about
a
that.
tremendous fine at them. The FCC doesn't give a fuck about the internet. They don't care about TV ratings.
Yeah.
They care about representing the fucking federal government, whatever the mood is, and they're about finding you and getting money for.
Right. I wonder if it's, if there's a violation there. I really don't know. Because they're not basically talking about a dick in a box.
Are they or no? I never heard the song.
Well,
I saw
basically
3 minutes of
they're
it. There's
talking about a dick in a puss, but
Yeah.
but they're keeping it kind of like double entendre.
Right.
Here's your line of the day.
Oh,
Here
the music to line up.
line of the day, line of the day.
I didn't
So
know.
how come
Alliance Against there's 2 A's
Yeah.
and 1 D.
Glad.
Just the way I like it. Yeah.
Just shut up.
Oh.
I didn't mean that directed at you.
No, I like
I know,
that,
but
though.
that's just how the line of the day is going to end, because that's what we do on the show. We get a little weird thing, and we end the line of the day
Little
with
clip.
a weird thing.
And according to Iraq, the soon-to-be-married, emotional, sweet Iraq,
The emotional wreck that is E-Rock.
he basically is a fucking just a bag of just misplaced emotion. We can play Dick in a Box to break. Andy Samberg recorded an O&A intro for this song.
Well, let's do that.
I missed Andy when he was in. But,
He was fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's do that then, Adam. Thanks.
Thanks. Always good seeing you guys.
Thank you there, Pally.
Improv, West Palm Beach.
Improv West
tomorrow
Palm
through
Beach.
Sunday.
Tonight, Rescue Me, 10 o'clock FX.
But you don't know what that is about.
It's about
Fireman
an
show.
hour of fireman hijinks.
There's going to be a fire
It's a very good show.
somewhere in the episode.
Yeah.
Could be.
All right.
Thanks, pal.
What's up? This is Andy Samberg, and you're listening to my hot Emmy-nominated jam, Dick in a Box, on the Opie and Anthony Show. Put it in your ear hole.
Hey, girl, I got something real important to give you. So just sit down and listen.
Girl, you know we've been together such a long, long time. Such a long time. And now I'm ready to lay it on the line.
Wow, you know it's Christmas and my heart is open wide. Gonna give you something so you know what's on my mind.
A gift real special, so take off the top.
Take a look inside, it's my dick in a box.
Not gonna get you a diamond ring, that sort of gift don't mean anything. Not gonna get you a fancy car, girl you gotta know you're my shining star. Not gonna get you a house in the hills, a girl like you needs something real. Wanna get you something from the heart,
something special, girl.
It's my dick in a box. My dick in a box, girl. It's my dick in a box. My dick in a box, girl. See, I'm wise enough to know when a gift needs giving, and I got just the one. Something to show you that you are second to none.
To all the fellas out there with ladies to impress, it's easy to do, just follow these steps. 1.
Cut a hole in a box. 2. Put your junk in that box. Make her open the box, and that's the way you do it. It's my dick in a box. My dick in a box, girl. It's my dick in a box. My dick in a box, girl.
Christmas.
Dick in a box. Dick in a box. A dick in a box.